Check us out and follow us on Instagram at not_surprised_media, YouTube at Not Surprised Media, and the X or Twitter, whatever you want to fucking call it, at NotSurprised_PC. Now, sit back, put those feet up, and listen to the show.
You had to make that fucking sound with your lips.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Do the SVU opener.
All right, everybody, fuck it. We're gonna do it live. I'm gonna start like this. I feel like my voice isn't loud enough.
No, it is. I always feel the same thing with my voice. That penis in your mouth.
It's a Not Surprised podcast. We have Steve. We're gonna talk about some crazy shit. Hopefully he doesn't get us fucking banned or shot. If I see helicopters at my house,
Don't wait till I leave. Don't worry, you're good.
I'm gonna put a fucking sign on my roof. We got Juicy because of his lips. You like Juicy? Can I just call you Juicy instead of Charlie Mike?
Yeah.
Like juice box. Like the emoji.
Juice box. The juice box emoji.
All right, everybody.
We started early.
We're here.
Dude, I walked in here and I thought I was in Dearborn, Michigan with all these brown people in here.
What the fuck you talking about?
You're like, oh, Italians aren't
Sicilian.
brown.
I never said that.
I am Sicilian.
You literally said, are you Italian 100%? And I was like, oh, you're still brown.
You could be like, no, you can't be Sicilian because you have those features.
30 years ago, you guys were like persecuted because you guys were like, they're like
my-
nasty.
30, more than that,
40.
too.
My grandfather would tell me how brown he thought I was because he was not Sicilian, and he would definitely be like, you know what you are? I'm like, well, I guess you're going to tell me, and then I got the grandparent racist version of what he thought I was, so.
Yeah. Like,
Me?
Well, like 50, 60 years ago, sorry.
No, we were always, I don't know. My dad was dark. I thought he was Mexican up until I was
No, but what I'm saying is
15.
like other people were like, oh, Italians aren't real white.
We had Bud. I don't want to say his last name, but his name is Bud, right? And he lived next door to us in New Rochelle. And he was like the what's that fucking movie with the Pontiac with fucking Gran Torino?
Okay.
He was Gran Torino all day. And then my brother used to drink
Like the main
beers with
actor?
him.
Clint
No,
Eastwood.
but he was just like the main actor.
So he looked like Clint Eastwood. Is what you're
Pretty
saying?
much, yeah.
Okay.
The same.
My grandfather is too, but you would
But
never
he
be
was-
able to tell.
But he was the same guy.
Oh.
And he couldn't stand us.
Yeah.
He hated us. He choked my brother one time. I was like, Dad, my brother, he's choking. I don't want to say the name, but he's choking him. Yeah. So anyway, Bud Ackerman. Fuck, I said his name. Fuck it. He'll be all right. He's dead. Who gives a shit?
He won't be mad.
Fucking who cares?
Sharing those legacy.
So I have a question. Because I saw something. Was it from you? All right. Is the earth round or flat? Dude!
Such a good
Here,
question.
just bring the mic up just a little bit towards your face. Yep, there you go.
That is such a good question because it's just one of those things where it's like anything you look back in ancient times is going to tell you that is a flat earth religion. Anything that's based off of traditional, like, humanity says it's flat. We haven't said it was a round earth till, like, where we are in America and everything. And it's like no one, I mean, I don't know. When you look at those flight path things, that's what I sent you. I sent you something on the flight path.
That's what I saw.
Any emergency landings,
Flight
it's
paths?
like they land planes, they fly them, and you look at the land for any emergency, and you're like, why would they land right there? And it's like, oh, because if you look on a flat Earth map, it's the convenient route to go directly to where they're trying to get.
So what was he gave like an example.
One was where they were going to South America from like I think it was like Africa or like Australia. And it's like they couldn't fly directly to South America. They had to go to LA first in an emergency landing, which it looked like it would have been the same distance to just go right to where they were going in South America.
Yeah.
Then they showed it on a flat Earth map, which is just the regular map, just peeled open like an orange, peeled open, ice wall around the outside.
Yeah.
And they fucking showed it, and it went from LA. Then it went to South America, but it was still a direct route.
Yeah. So what's the point of the ice wall? I've never understood. So when it comes to conspiracies, I'm pretty much very open to every conspiracy.
Me too.
But when it comes to the flat Earth one, I've never understood the whole like ice wall. Like, what's the point of that?
So the whole theory.
Like, what are they keeping us out of?
Well, or what are they keeping us in?
Okay.
You know,
like a
it's
simulation type.
There's supposedly, if you look at a flat Earth map, which is even the maps that they have on the walls and like the United Nations and stuff, they use a map that shows that there's other continents outside of the ice wall where they've already found them, and one of them is actually related to Mars, and then the other ones that they have is like Asgard and like random names where it's like, damn, they talk about this in movies too.
Where is this ice wall supposed to be? Is it where we
Antarctica, the whole outside? Like if you say the middle,
Antarctica is in the bottom. It's all
we're not
round.
allowed. We're not allowed to fly there, right?
No, you're not allowed to go over the ice wall. But then they say like if it's Antarctica, like if you took a globe and you peeled it open, the outside circumference would be Antarctica or the ice wall. If you fold it shut into a globe, the whole bottom is Antarctica. I don't know what to believe. It's one of those where it's like it's super controversial. Everything.
Because I know because I keep getting these like things on because I've done like races in the past, and I keep getting these things that come up on Instagram and TikTok of like there's like a race in Antarctica that you would have to like fly out there to fucking race for like fucking I think it's like 50 miles or some shit.
Is it like the Disney fucking Antarctica where you think you're in Antarctica?
Right, that's what I mean.
Disney?
Right.
Like a fake fucking. Yeah, but what's their excuse why we can't fucking go there?
Greenland or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, after the general, or Admiral Byrd was his name, he went down to Antarctica because it was something to do with Nazis during World War II.
Nazis were very big in Antarctica.
They went to Antarctica and they were doing stuff there. So supposedly he went down there to go and see what was going on. And when he came back, he said he wanted to make another expedition down there. Then he died. And then all of a sudden, they made the Antarctic Treaty. No one's allowed to go to Antarctica.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I know we have scientists down there, but I feel like, I don't know, I felt like when I was younger, everybody was doing shit. Like you would watch on TV and they're like, oh, we're studying the depths of the ocean or we're going to Antarctica.
No.
And now you don't hear nothing. Now it's just Elon saying, hey, we're going to Mars, but...
So why
we can't go yet, or
there's
I don't know.
Visible pictures that show pyramids on Antarctica. Like there's something. There's maps that show.
So the question is, what's the cover up for? Like, what are they?
I mean, we know that the pyramids that are out there, if they are anything active, it's like Alaska. They said they found pyramids in Alaska that were underground, and then it just turned into like a military base. So it's like no one could go there.
Do you think there's a whole other civilization there?
I mean, there could be. You never know. It could just be like the outskirts, and in here is where humans are, and then out there could be another race. I mean, think about it. What was on this planet, or our area, our 7 continents?
The fuck? It's Benjamin.
Anyway.
Before humans were here, you know, it's like think of Lord of the Rings and how it shows all the different races that they had. Who's to say that there wasn't multiple pygmies, there weren't dwarfs, there weren't giants? I mean, we already see things with giants now.
I see a lot of fuck. Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
But who's the most fucked up people out of everything that want everything and we want it our way?
Us.
Humans.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna say the juice boxes.
I mean, they're the ones that control the humans that are like, we can't have giants. They don't pay taxes.
That's right.
How are we gonna fund APAC? I mean, haystack. How are we gonna fund the haystack?
This episode was
So
brought to you
is this
by
what you
the
think?
CIA.
Is this what you think? Is this represent your flat Earth?
I mean, no.
So then the question is,
No,
how are
that does not represent my
the
flat Earth.
satellites and everything like
I will
flying
show you
overhead?
a picture on my phone of what I see is what that they've showed us, because when you think of outer space, and I'm not saying this is right,
Yeah.
I'm saying this is something that made me question everything.
Yeah.
But what if outer space wasn't up in space? Outer space was out of our space, like out of Antarctica is outer space.
So like this? No.
Which one?
No. I see
like
what you're
there's a
saying.
wall,
It's the
but then
dome.
there's more outside of the wall.
There are things that talk about the dome that's supposedly over the planet, or the what's it called? The they say that there's like a glass dome that's going over the planet, and that's what we can't get out of. And they've had Operation Fishbowl, which has been declassified, which said that they shot rockets up at it to try and see, like, blow it up to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And they said it was like glass
So
or ice.
who would have made this dome?
I mean, God or whomever is above.
Aliens?
I mean, could be aliens. I mean, do you see the movie Moonfall?
No.
The whole movie is about how humans reached perfection with robots, and then robots turned against humans. But all humans were doing was like expanding technology, building like moons. And every time they would build a moon, they would send it to a area and it would create a planet that was sustainable for humans.
Damn.
Then robots realized humans are the problem and decided to kill all
Fucking
the
kill
humans.
the Terminator.
Dude, we're getting to that point.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
getting
quickly too.
Like, I was watching today. It's this company. I guess they're creating these robots, but they're actually piloted by these people in India and Bangladesh. So they're
Like
not,
a drone?
Yes.
Damn.
So, but they were selling them right as autonomous robots, but they're not really autonomous. It's people piloting them. So there's people looking at your fucking house. You're banging your wife. Can you get me a fucking glass of water? And then the robot fucking keeps walking downstairs, comes up with a glass of water, and you're like, oh, it's my robot or whatever. And no, it's it's Mahesh in fucking India.
Shit.
That's bringing
Mahesh.
you your fucking glass of water.
Damn.
Yes.
Where'd you get this picture?
I mean, people always post pictures of maps and theories or maybe things
I
that
can
could be
find
out
it.
there. You got to think about it.
What should I Google real quick to see if I can find this picture?
Just put
Flat map?
No, flat Earth maps drawn out. There's books that they have that depict it where it's like this book was a big book, Terra Infinita. A book that talked about flat Earth, but everything, it's like any book burning experience. Anything that where they have the technology or they have the information, when they don't want it anymore, they just delete the information.
You just get rid of it.
Look at the Titanic. Think of everything that happened that we talk about now. It's like 100 years ago, they knew exactly what happened. We saw with 9/11 how quick they just manipulated the truth
everything
to make it what's believable. 25 years later, people still fight over it, but I mean, what's still going? The mainstream narrative.
What do you think happened?
I mean, I feel like...
You want to go down that rabbit hole?
Well, it depends on, you got to edit yourself a little bit. You fucking...
I feel like CGI is amazing.
Yeah.
They definitely manipulated computers and the footage to what happened. CGI, there was only one actual thing that showed what happened, and then there's a woman that recorded a bunch of Israelis dancing.
I saw that on your... I saw that on this thing.
So
dancing Israelis.
yeah.
So I didn't understand what the hell their issue was. Like, what was the issue with that?
They were trying to bomb something in America because, and just like Operation Northwood, and they tried to bomb. They were going to say Cuba bombed Miami, and then we were going to go to war with Cuba, but JFK said no. Well, imagine if a president said, you know what, yes, let's do this. And who would do it? An idiot like George Bush. Someone that's like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea, because now what's it going to do? It's going to bring money in. Yep. I mean, Israel's going to benefit greatly from it because now we're going in and destabilizing more of the Middle East based on a war. We're going in and we're taking everything from them that we want while Israel is getting what they want, destabilization and land over there. And it's like, it's sad to say, but it's like everything we do over there is to destroy another country to make Israel stronger and have access to take more and have, people that can't compete with them next to them.
So you think they have something to do with? You think Israel had something to do with the 9/11?
Absolutely.
100%. The fact that Larry Silverstein that one random day did not go to work, not to mention
I knew this.
90% of the other Israelis that worked in the building did not show up to work that day. I mean, it's not just a coincidence that the building fell and all these people lived while all these other people died, but sometimes it takes great loss to put forth things like the Patriot Act and things where we can't, if normal people would say, no, we don't want that. But when you have something like this, it's easy to manipulate the masses.
Damn. Fuck. And you said something before that there might have been documentation against certain politicians that they had to get rid of. Clintons.
Oh, I mean, they always are. Yeah, there's always things where
they probably got shit every fucking where. So, I mean, I don't know if that would...
It was the JFK one with the plane where his plane went down, and there was a lot of controversy, and he was running for mayor, or he was running for office in New York, and he was running against Hillary Clinton in the 90s.
JFK?
Not JFK.
Sorry, that's
I don't know if it was his son or what it was. I feel like it was like JFK Jr.
One of the
or
Kennedys,
something like that. And he ends up, his plane goes down, and he was running
Holy shit.
against Hillary Clinton for office.
Bobby Sr.
Yeah, I remember when the fucking plane went down.
And then he died, and then Hillary became the governor of New York. And that was where it was like, it started. And
they killed a lot of people.
So
Jesus.
So Donald Rumsfeld, right, didn't tell the Pentagon and the president that there's $2.3 trillion that we can't account for after they did an audit, right?
Okay.
This is prior to 9/11.
All right.
Somehow, a month prior to 9/11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Silverstein goes to the insurance. He says, "I need you to add terrorism to my insurance plan."
Yep.
Right?
And a month before,
and then adds the value. He increases the value of the Twin Towers more than what their expected value is.
Yeah.
Per tower.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
So then 9/11 happens, right? The dancing Israelis are captured on top of a truck on video.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're captured dancing on top of a truck. They get pulled over. They get brought in to the FBI.
Yeah.
Right? They get held there, and then the FBI ships them back to Israel.
I thought they fucking interviewed him for a while and some polygraphs and bullshit. Didn't they have like an American lawyer?
They did, but it's like, I mean, an American lawyer
it doesn't really
as opposed
fucking...
to it. It's
Right.
like someone
really
with
does.
them, and it's like he goes in and he says, "Yeah, all right, they're out of here. Let's go," and then takes them out.
Then they get sent back to Israel.
Dual citizenship, baby.
Yep. And then they go on an interview and they ask them, "Why were you there?" And they were like, "We were just there to video that occurrence."
Yeah.
But they never went into the detail of how did you know that the occurrence was going to happen? Why are you there videotaping to begin with? Right?
Yeah.
So that implies that the Mossad was involved. And if the Mossad was involved, the CIA was definitely involved.
In 9/11.
In 9/11. Has to. Because you're going to tell me that the number one intelligence agency in the world doesn't know that the Mossad is operating inside the U.S.?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's 5 people all working together, and they're right next to the Twin Towers.
Dancing on a truck. On a fucking van.
Correct.
I never knew about the fucking the dancing guys until today.
Even just look at the Pentagon. I mean, they say that a plane crashed into the building, spiraled down until it reached ground level, and then went straight into the building, and then it blew up. It was disintegrated.
And there's no wings, no nothing.
The engines were massive on the plane, and they disintegrated, and then they said that the only thing they could find was passports.
They don't show a fucking... I thought they showed a plane.
No, there was
not.
not.
The video, it looked more like a missile in the video than it did a plane.
They said they still have the video and they will not release the footage.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense because if it was a plane, why wouldn't you show this footage?
Let alone, how is it possible that the Twin Towers collapse and all you find is passports? How is it possible that jet fuel burns
incinerated
steel
everything?
beams, but can't burn passports?
Why do we not build everything out of passports?
Right.
If this is the case, we could have a strong infrastructure very simply.
No shit.
Yeah. So then he gets paid out, Silverstein, right? When 9/11 happens.
Yeah.
Then gets into a lawsuit with the insurance company because they're only paying him, I think he valued each one at like $1 billion, some crazy number, right?
No, it's like 4.7, and he wanted like almost 8
for each.
Well, total.
Well, yeah,
he wanted 4.7
so it was like
each.
4.7 for each, and then he wanted the 8 or whatever, but they only gave him like 3.
They said when he took that building, too, that he took the lease over, and it said that he needed to put about $2 billion into the building to fix it, just to make it sound. And you couldn't knock down a building in New York because it's New York, you know? So this was like the ultimate, we could clear out the best real estate in New York.
And start over.
Like, and if you want to build something amazing in New York, where better than where the Twin Towers were standing?
Right.
Like,
fuck.
And then Tower 7 goes down, even though nothing hit it. Not even remotely close to the fucking towers.
I was just
and it goes down.
saying when I was talking before we even came in here, though, Building 7, they said that there was a room where they kept evidence in from cases.
Yes.
And then the building goes down and all the evidence was destroyed. And it's like, what was going on? I mean, think about what they possibly could have had in there.
Yep.
That it's like they
That's
had to get
fucking
rid
gone.
of this.
Gone.
It could have been ongoing cases that were going to bring down people that were big names,
Yeah.
things against other people, evidence against potential Jeffrey
Just fucking
Epstein.
done.
Like,
Dude, but that wasn't the first time that the World Trade Center had been hit by a plane.
Some
And
dude
if you
went in the
look at-
basement.
Well,
Didn't-
no, that was the bomb in the basement.
Yeah.
But there was a plane that hit the Twin Tower, a small plane,
little- yeah,
and nothing
tight.
happened. So you're going to tell me...
Yeah, but how big was that fucking plane? It wasn't.
Dude, it didn't even make a dent.
it doesn't even matter
You're
because
going to tell me that one plane is going to collapse the entire building, but... okay, even if it's a tenth of the size,
Yeah.
it didn't even dent the outside.
any architect will justify that there is no way those buildings would have went down even if a plane hit it the way that they're built.
Yeah,
It's like,
they were made to withstand terrorist attack.
Damn.
but if you want to take it down, and it's like, what did you see when they took pictures from the ground? Is the slices in the
Yes.
beams where it's
There
like
was
where the
sliced beams.
explosions went because you pancaked a building
Yep.
down. If anything, if you hit it and it would break, you'd think the top would tip off and
Right.
fall. But it's like, no, the building.
There's how many interviews of firefighters saying, "Yeah, we were at the basement floor hearing explosions go off."
So how would they get the explosion? How would they get the explosives in there?
They already
The
had them.
Mossad was already
No, but how would they?
Well, what if all buildings in New
I
York
guess you
that
could-
are a certain height have that in there just in case they need it to come down, but they want it to pancake? They can't say, guess what, everyone? We put bombs in the building
Right.
because if there's an emergency, we're going to take it down like this. But
I bet you. Nah, I guess it'd probably be easier than I think because you would just have maintenance people in there. Nobody's gonna know what the fuck you're doing.
well, that's what I mean. The Mossad had
Yeah,
to have
just-
some
but I'm
involvement.
saying
in
as
placing
far as-
those bombs in there.
Yeah, you just have fucking maintenance people go in there, set the bombs where you have to set them.
Yep.
did you ever see
Nobody's
them-
gonna fucking know.
Guess what? The only person that has those plans is Larry Silverstein, since he bought the fucking building and whoever he's associated with.
That dude's still alive.
Yeah.
Yes, he survived. He didn't.
Well, I know he
go to
didn't
work.
die there, but I know he was
he
old.
said he had a dental appointment that day, and it was the only day that he never went to work. Mind you, he was known for going into work
Every day.
every single day.
So he's not gonna go into work to get his fucking
Yes.
wisdom teeth fucking pulled.
Correct.
You say, where is he now? It's like he probably went back to where he's safe
Israel,
because he knows no one's going to touch him there. And it's like, what'd he do? He got money for the Israeli government
Yep.
in the end. Because
Damn.
And what do we get after that? We got the
I'm trying to find the pictures of the damage.
We got the Patriot Act, which was working with AT&T and Verizon.
Mm-hmm.
They had AT&T go into their server rooms and tap into all of the Singular Wireless and AT&T customer service base.
detain you against your
So
will.
from the Patriot Act.
Correct. So they basically tap into everybody's phone, and then if you sent something on your phone, like bomb or whatever,
Yeah.
right, it would send an alert to the FBI and HSI, NSA, saying this person's saying XYZ. We need to
So
look
that's just
into it.
So they're claiming it just for terrorism,
Correct.
but they just want to listen to what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, but couldn't they just fucking listen with all the?
No.
Well, that's
AT&T,
where,
AT&T had to give them access. Because how are they going to get access without the servers?
and by law, they weren't supposed to give him access
That's
because
right.
Yeah,
that was
but-
the whole agreement with the phone
yeah, they still
companies.
aren't until the Patriot Act took over. It kind of overrules search and seizure under fucking.
But it's like, couldn't they fucking just hack into the fucking AT&T thing?
It's too
and
hard
just-
to hack into everybody. No, it's too hard.
I mean, I guarantee you they do got the hackers
sure
that are
now.
great. Like, look at Snowden or
Yeah.
someone like that. Like, there's people that are just next level of genius
Yeah.
that could find out stuff and get information and do things where it's like, it's
Because
Well,
they could hack into my
issue-
shit now and watch me through my fucking computer
but
or
the
my
issue
fucking
isn't-
TV.
The issue isn't hacking in to you. The issue is
Just nationwide.
just getting everybody's information at will.
You say they could do that. Mark Zuckerberg said that he puts tape over his camera because
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
heard
want
that.
them to look at him. You know, it's like
Yes.
Edward Snowden. They came out with a movie about him, and he did the same thing
Yep.
for his and his girlfriend's computer.
Yep.
I
I don't
constantly,
care because I'm a fucking lowly nobody. But if they're saying that shit, that's crazy.
I constantly do a windmill in front of my camera with my penis.
Right?
I'm like, look at this, you fuck.
Yeah,
That's
but they're
what I do.
probably jerking off to that shit.
You're right.
I was watching the Joe Rogan Elon Musk interview last week.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk literally went on there. He was like, "Just so you know, I don't plan on killing myself anytime soon."
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're the most wealthiest, like top 5 wealthiest people on earth are saying, "Watch out with these guys." Like, you gotta watch the fuck out with these guys, dude.
Yeah, we're living through a war of the billionaires right now. We're just the innocent pawns that are watching it all happen. But it's like we see these billionaires fighting, and it's like just like we were talking about before. 13 families of black nobility. Look it up.
Really?
It's like,
what is that?
The families that run the world.
Rockefellers. All those fucking guys.
Like,
it's not
families like Orsini family is not one of the main families, but it's like the families of like Parliament and the main families of like the royal families, like that control everything. There's so many different families.
Look at the Why are they so well known? The Rockefellers, right? A Jewish family, right? That basically their MO was to divulge their family members throughout the world and get into very powerful positions.
Yeah.
Which they did, and they had that vision of long-term power, not fucking getting money now.
Generational
power. And that's where they are now, where everybody that runs everything has some involvement with the Rockefellers.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing how one family could just continue to fucking rule shit.
Yeah.
It's not one, though.
Well, you know what I mean? But in general.
It's like a
I'm trying to find a list of the families because I actually have it saved somewhere on my
do it
phone.
on yours. Yeah, do it on your shit.
But I actually took a picture of it, but it was a whole video, and it explained to you all the families and how they became in power and how a lot of them are, like, inbred families that'll, like, take one person from a different family that's of, like, royal blood and bring them in. Just look at presidents of America alone. They said... Out of all the presidents we've had, only one of them wasn't related through the same royal bloodline.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Every president has
related.
been related except Van Buren, the worst president of all times. And it's like, I wonder why he was the worst.
Yeah.
It's like, anyone
Even
that tried...
Obama.
Yeah.
Even Obama's related through his mom.
Isn't it like King John or something?
Yes.
I think it is King John. Everyone's related through the same royal bloodline.
His mom is related to King John.
But look at royalty. Meghan Markle comes from royal bloodline. Like all these people that they want you to think are normal.
Like purebred
Princess
fucking...
Diana came from royal bloodline before she married into the royal family. Like everything that
so
we
say... So they keep it in... Pretty much in their family tree.
They don't tell us, though. They make it look like she's a normal person because she looks like she's normal. People like us think that we have hope, that there's opportunity.
Yeah,
but it's like,
bullshit.
then you get someone like her that comes in that's actually a good person and wants to help humanity, and then it's like, what happens to her?
See ya.
Yeah.
Accident.
Join Michael Jackson.
Fuck. Yeah, well, I will never be into royalty.
And I said Rockefeller. I meant Rothschilds.
Rothschilds.
Yeah. But Rockefeller was up there, especially during the American industrial age.
How far did they go back?
He became basically the first American trillionaire. You know, and his wealth wasn't looked as a trillion back in the day, but when you look at it in today's money, it's over $1 trillion. Yeah.
The Rothschild family controls all the banking systems in the world. So when I looked it up to try and see how much they're worth, because you'd be like, oh, they're probably one of the richest families in the world. Their individual worths are not worth what their whole family name is worth.
Right.
Jesus.
Because you have like, one might, the let's just say the primary son or whoever, right? He's worth like, let's say $100 billion, right?
Yeah.
But then all of the kids are worth that much. But then together, in total, that's the real power.
Yeah. As one family.
Yep.
Shit.
And that's why, I mean, we were talking about it right before we came on, why a lot of Jewish families were expelled, right? And it's because they don't have a country, right? So they always go to other countries and try to, I don't want to say take over, but they
settle.
Yeah. And that's where you get these, like, well, we're going to be, for Jewish people, we're going to give them, like, 0% interest. Whereas, let's just say an Italian, you guys are going to get the 3% interest because you're not Jewish. Mm-hmm. But that just happens over so many generations. and all over the world that
Yeah.
they acquire all this power because they take care of themselves.
You know, I just
Because they're not so like even in America, you get a lot of these people that are, I'm not just gonna say Jews, but at least nowadays, people outside of the U.S. right that come and migrate here now, like you get like these Somalis and everything. They're always like, I'm Somali or I'm Jewish first, and then I'm American. Whereas you go 20, 30 years ago, and everybody was like, no, I'm American.
Why?
But
why?
the Jewish people, they have that mentality. They've had that mentality forever.
Yeah.
Like they that's what they are known for.
Why do the presidents
Always go to the wall.
What is this wall?
The Wailing Wall.
Wailing Wall.
Yeah.
Why does every president, United States president, go to the wall?
They suck the balls.
I know.
They're like, oh, let me get my my penance in now. Let me kiss it in front of everyone just to make them.
Is it to appease certain people?
Yes.
I mean, it just shows that they own you in reality. Because in the end, it's like when they come here, do they go and they kiss like where we have our Declaration of Independence or something? It's like, no, they don't care about us. But
see, because you don't get so, and that's what I don't understand either. Because you don't get like fucking, let's just say Trump. He doesn't go to Rome and kiss the fucking
Rome
temple.
shit. Yeah.
He doesn't kiss the Vatican. You know what I mean? But every president goes to Jerusalem, kisses the Wailing Wall, puts their fucking hand on it because it's the last wall of a Jewish temple. Like
That's
what the
crazy.
fuck does it have to do with America?
I don't know.
But here we are.
What do they say it's for?
Huh?
What do they say it's for? Like, why do they? What's their excuse for going over there and
paying
kissing the wall?
respects to Judaism. Because
So why don't they pay respects to everything else?
What I don't understand is that America, even conservatives, like you talk to a random lady or a random guy off the street, you're like, what kind of country this is? They're like, oh, this is a Judeo-Christian. Judeo-Christian, right there, you are already fucking wrong because Jews don't like Christians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jews persecuted Christ.
Yep.
You can't mix the two, right? America cannot be Judeo-Christian. That is an oxymoron, right? It's either Christian or not.
Yeah.
So when you have presidents going overseas to another country, right, that were funding billions of dollars a year, and now you're saying, oh, we're also Judeo-Christian. Like, none of it makes any fucking sense.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
I mean, that was pretty spot on right there. You know, it's like they go everywhere they go, and they stick strong to what they are and who they want to be. It's like
it's commendable.
They get kicked out of everywhere they go because they're a problem, and it's like overall the sad thing is, how often do you see something that they're amazing at that doesn't involve money, accounting, or letting people borrow money? Right. They don't do anything else, and they're
just good
problem.
with it.
A lot of cash.
It's not that they're good with it. It's that they've always controlled it.
Scammers, bro.
They've always found a way to manipulate the system and make people think money's the most important thing. And that's what we're still sold on, is that money's the most important thing. And in the end, it's not. What are we taught? Family, love, like the things where they're trying to push it away from you now.
So what do you think happened to your boy Kirk?
I mean, if he did get killed, and you see everything about his wife and all the stuff that
is a
going on
crazy
that
shit
shit is
ever.
fucking nuts.
I mean, her story is deep as hell, and it's like, wow, what took this so long to come out? Because
What do you mean? What's up with her?
I mean,
she's definitely an agent.
She used to date J.D. Vance. Like, that was the
He
thing
did?
after. Yes. And then after she hugged him, like, that's the thing now.
The hand on the head and shit?
No, they showed the...
Because now he's having problem with his wife.
Kill. Yeah, they showed the marry, fuck, kill thing, and it showed that he killed Charlie Kirk, he married his wife, and he fucked Charlie Kirk's wife.
Oh, no.
But it's like, no, they used to be together, supposedly, and it's like she was a Trump beauty pageant winner, and it's like she was never in beauty pageants, and someone went and like recruited her, and she was in there. Her family had to do like ties in Romania. They were doing things with like children where they were helping orphans, and then that's like the big controversy now, where they're talking about how like her family's not allowed in Romania because there was like trafficking and shit going on. But I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, what's true? Because is it a part that's just telling a bad story to make her look bad, and now they're trying to just make up a great story?
Dude, everybody's related, dude. Everybody.
So what do you think?
Think about it. Take fucking Palantir. We were talking about Palantir last time when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Peter Thiel was the one that gave J.D. Vance all his fucking money. And
Yeah, you were saying that. I remember,
started
yeah.
him, and that's why he's the vice president now. And now they're asking for money.
Where did he come from? Like J.D. Vance, it's like I never even heard of him. Then all of a sudden he's running
He's
to
here.
be like
Yeah.
Trump's right-hand man, and you're like, J.D. Vance,
Who
wow,
the
this
fuck
dude
is this
is a
guy?
good talker. Who the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
What do you think? Actually, going back to Kirk, what do you think? Who killed him, or is he?
The
You said
Mossad.
something like,
I think it's, I mean, he was
Do you think
always
he's still
on the
dead?
side of
Do you think he's
Israel
dead?
in the beginning. Then people started asking him questions about Israel.
Yeah.
And then as he started speaking out against Israel, because I remember the time I watched where someone asked him a question and he realized how wrong
fucked.
he was.
He was cooked.
And that's when he was like, I'm going to look more into this. And then after that, he started coming out and kind of talking against everything that he was
Yeah.
defending. And it's like,
Either he's alive, right,
Valhalla, baby.
or he's in Valhalla, because
Just the
when
fact that-
you think about it, like this guy somehow he got fucking shot. There's no medical records. The autopsy.
there was no autopsy.
There's no autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking wife is somehow having a fucking WWE entrance at his fucking funeral. Bibi Netanyahu is
Yeah.
somehow posting on X about his death as he was shot. How is that possible?
I don't know.
This guy that they're trying to blame, another white guy, somehow undid his fucking of Grandpappy's fucking rifle,
Yeah,
put it in his bag, re-put it together, shot Charlie, undid it again, put it in his bag, ran to a fucking Dairy Queen down the fucking road, put the rifle back together, put it in a box, and left it in a fucking forest, and said, "I hope
In a
they don't
short
fucking
amount-
find
yeah.
it." In a short
So
amount of time.
what I told you before, they said that his mic exploded. Then they said that a guy shot him
Oh,
in
and
the
the FBI
crowd.
doesn't want to fucking put anything out.
Yeah, then a guy in the crowd shot him under his arm.
Well, the guy in the crowd supposedly worked for him, was part of
Yes.
like his security detail. So it's like, if he was, it's like, who put his security detail on?
Yeah,
It's like Turning Point.
Yep.
Who else works for Turning Point now? Candace Owens,
Yep.
like all these other people that are like
yeah.
political people that speak against the system. In the end, it's like, how can you not just feel like right now the world is a stage and they're
Yes.
just using us in
Yes.
every way?
It's all simulation.
And if you want to make someone disappear, just like crisis actors or everything, where it's like, okay, Alex Jones, bam, getting sued for what he said about Sandy
$1 billion.
Hook. But it's like, what if these people were actually being like relocated in different areas? And it's like, all right, we got what we needed out of you, just like everything you're seeing now with NASA and
Yup.
the people you're seeing that supposedly died in space crashes and shit. It's
Yeah.
like, but now they're still alive and we're seeing them because the internet is a fucking weapon against them.
Yes.
It's like technology.
Just like the moon landing, all that, dude. It's all fake. I can't understand. This is all a simulation. Dude.
I used to think it was real. I don't think the moon landing
Absolutely not,
was real.
If
dude.
it
It's
was,
2025, and we haven't
I don't
landed on
think
the
so
moon
anymore.
yet. But somehow,
you can't go back up there. Someone was up there recording them take off and come back. Like, so he's
Yeah.
still probably up there just
Yeah.
fucking chilling.
that's
Yeah.
what I mean. The moon landing, right? So we have the video footage of them taking off. Somehow there was a cameraman already there. They saw them land. Get out. The two people get out.
In an
They tell one
aluminum
guy,
foil
get in.
spaceship.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
tell one guy, hey, you can't get out. So he stays inside. They somehow, the rover was already there.
There's so many questions about that. Not to mention a Red Hot Chili Peppers song that says that NASA was
Yes!
filmed in
What-
a basement.
In a basement.
What song was that?
Californication.
Yeah, yep.
And it's like, I mean, in the end, it's like they have to tell you. Well, that's the crazy thing is they have to tell you what they're going to do before they do it. And that's like supposedly part of their satanic religion is they tell you what they do before they do it. So then we know. But it's like it could be someone righteous that's telling us. Like we have no idea. Like you look at someone like Mel Gibson. He's a patriot. He's a fucking hero. What if he's just someone that's doing what needs
manipulating
to get done
us
to tell us, because once we know, then they could do it and then get away with it.
I've always said like the movies fucking all these movies they tell you kind of what they're gonna do before shit happens.
Hey,
always.
If they could kill some of these people, like Mel Gibson is still alive. If he's doing the things that are supposedly getting done, look at McAfee. He was like right before he said I'll never kill myself, he fucking kills himself. You know, like,
everybody says that.
And it's like he came out and he exposed the government so hard. He basically Snowdened it. He just couldn't get away.
And what did Mel Gibson do? He was talking shit about the Jews, and somehow he immediately gets fucking blacklisted.
His dad said something about the Jews, and they asked him about it on the air. And it was like after he got arrested for like drunk driving.
His dad's a rabbi or a pope or some shit?
Something racist, but it was like anti-Jews, anti-Israel, everything. So it's like he said something out that was against it. And I just saw this video recently on Instagram. And then Mel Gibson went on the news, so they were supposed to ask him about his ticket, and they started asking him if he disagrees with his dad and he's against him.
He said my dad said what he said.
Right? He held it up strong. He's a patriot, and it's like you want to hope he's the patriot that we think he is, but in the end, it's like when you watch some of the other shit.
Same with Alex Jones, all the shit that he said, and now he has to pay $1 billion or whatever. You know,
but it's like 6 months before 9/11, this dude comes out and says what's gonna happen. Like he's like, there's gonna be a terrorist attack, and it's gonna happen in a big city, and it's like he's like, someone was telling me that this was gonna happen that was connected with all these like billionaires, and it's like then it happens, and it's like, fuck, man, even a broken clock is right 2 times. a day,
exactly.
But it's like,
fucking shit.
He says a lot, but I mean, he's honestly spot on. I mean, he talks about fucking hormones in the water and frogs.
With the frogs,
like,
the gay frogs and shit.
And it's true.
But it's
the
like,
gay frogs is a real thing.
I heard, I heard that shit.
But if you're taking medication and then you go and piss and then that shit goes in the toilet, into the water and back in the system,
it ends back.
He said, and of course he's
it finds its way back. That dude said a lot of shit that fucking came true.
Yeah, he has to be, what's the word when you're just not outspoken. He wants to be provocative in the way he says things because, you know, his business is to make money out of media, right? So when he says that they're making the frogs gay and it's because their hormones are fucking shot and now they went from being a male frog to a female frog, he's technically not wrong, but how he's saying it, that's why people would be
it
like,
sounds
you're
outrageous.
Wrong. It sounds outrageous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to know why when you see like these crisis actors or like if it really happened, it really happened. I'm sorry. I know someone that actually went there with Close Harbor and had to clean that school up, and she's like, that shit really happened.
Yeah.
But in the other aspect of it, some of those crisis actors from the Boston bombing, the Aurora shooting in the movie theater, it's like, aka the shootings that only happened during a Democrat presidency, where it's like now it's like gun control and all that crazy fucking talk where they're trying to take away shit from us. It's like, what is actually happening here? It's like you're seeing the same fucking people at these same events, and it's like, how? And it's because they're actors.
Right. You think they'll keep using these same actors now that internet is catching everybody?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You got people.
Because guess what? Thanks to COVID, now you can just wear a mask.
Well, now they're trying to take it away because they're realizing that, you can't wear a mask in this store because people are looting. It's like, gotcha, finally. Like, damn, we knew that from the beginning. And it's like, you guys just enabled it to happen. And now you're saying this is a problem. It's like when you go in the grocery store and you get your groceries and then you bring your cart out and it just shuts off.
Yep.
And they put a lock on the cart. It's like, so am I getting punished now, or should the people that would steal from the store get punished?
No, they just fucking let everybody do what they want to do.
Everybody gets fucked. And I thought about it the other day, and it's like, well, what's going to happen? EBT, people are talking about, we're going to rob this store when SNAP runs out. It's like, I was walking out of the store one time, I'm pushing my cart out, they shut that shit off right
Yeah,
at the door,
yeah.
and it like slammed me. And I looked at the
Yep.
guy, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what the fuck is going on? Turn my cart back on." They're like, "Oh, sorry." It's like
Turn the
I was the test right there just to see when they wanted
How far you to get? Yeah.
Well, no, not even. I didn't steal anything. But
Yeah,
now they're
yeah.
realizing we could jam people up
Yeah.
at the door that think they're going to steal from here, and they're all going to be stuck in here. And it's like, you
True.
can't even move the cart.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you tried to. It's like you try and drag that thing, and it's
No,
like
you can't.
falling
No,
down.
especially when it's full. You're not fucking moving that fucking thing.
But going back to the Alex Jones thing, he's been right more than he's been wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely.
I mean, he said that 9/11 was going to happen, right? He was saying, you know, a great terror act is going to happen, just like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And then a few months later, he goes into Bohemian Grove in 2000, early 2000.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, that's when he went and he saw.
That's like where the big wooden owl is, where it's like they all go out in the woods, and supposedly, I mean, that's where those questionable, like, that pedo moments, where it's like, what are they doing out there? And that's where.
Where the fuck is that?
So
Is
Bohemian
it
Grove
California? It's in the woods, in like somewhere, but it's like a
in the Northern California redwoods.
And who
So
goes there? Like fucking
the billionaires,
powerful people?
Yes,
elites.
they go. Hillary Clinton, the Clintons, they like people that have actual power go there to worship this giant owl that they call Moloch.
Can I ask you a question? How you feel about adrenochrome?
What the fuck is that?
Adrenochrome.
That's like the blood, like when they scare you. It's actually an element now on the elemental chart, but it's like
What is it?
When they scare little kids,
the blood
in your
turns
blood.
into natural adrenaline, and if
Yeah.
you drink it, it's like a youth serum. You know, it's like
Is that when they said they're drinking the
Yes.
kids' bloods and stuff like that?
Well, that's what
so
they
that's
said
what they're
that-
trying to get.
That's what they said. They found on Anthony Weiner's laptop.
Yep.
They said that there was
Plus
a
the dick
video.
pics.
Yeah, there was a video of his wife and Hillary, and they were scaring the shit out of a kid, and then they peeled his face off and drank
What?
the blood. And then that's why they said cops were killing themselves. There was like 13 cops saw the video.
Yep,
Some
and
of
they're
them
all
killed
dead.
themselves, and killed themselves, but maybe not. I mean,
So I heard about the thing where cops killing themselves with,
Epstein.
was it Epstein?
Everybody
Or
that's
Hillary or
related
something?
in that case has slowly been dying.
So you think they saw those videos of the kids getting their faces peeled off or whatever it is?
I mean, they might have.
So how
'cause-
is Wiener still alive?
Because he didn't say anything. He
Yeah, but
just-
if
they
he
took him
left
out of
his-
power?
he left his shit out in the open like that,
Well, that's
Wouldn't
the
he
whole
be a
Jeffrey
liability?
Epstein. It's the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing where they get a lot of shit to jam you up and to get you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but where's his laptop now?
Right, gone.
Like the CIA took it. It's still locked up, and no one knows where it is. And they're trying to get it along with
Just like
Hunter
Epstein's
Biden's
book and
laptop.
so
Hunter
where
Biden's
are they
laptop.
getting these kids?
The kids, they take
Like
them from
third
all
world
over
country.
the world.
Yeah.
America's
fucking-
like America. They say America. Well, that's what McAfee said before they killed him. Is they said that America is like the #1 drug smuggler in the world, and we're the ones that bring it into the country. And he
Yeah.
said our #1 business is human trafficking.
Yes.
Jesus.
Cartels. I mean, we work with cartels
Yeah.
for, whether it's children or drugs. It's never going to stop.
No, never stop ever.
No.
But I mean, we appoint the people into power. Like, look, we are working with Pablo Escobar. You watch any of these TV shows now, it's like same thing. Queen of
Yeah.
the South. In the end, you
Yeah,
get
that was a good one.
the business guy comes up to her at the end, and he's just looking at her like, "Oh, well, you're gonna work for us now." And she's like, "Why don't I just kill you right now?" Well, another person with a suit's gonna come and see you, and if you kill them, eventually someone's not gonna come see you, and then you're gonna be dead.
Yeah.
And it's like they will control you until you get out of control.
And then you're gone, and then somebody else is gonna take your place.
Well, they don't even have to get rid of you. They bring the next person in and say, "Go get rid of them," and now you're in charge.
Yeah.
and we control you. And if you
So
don't,
what's the point of them drinking the kids' blood?
To live forever and contain their fucking power. People don't want to get rid of power. When people are so powerful, look at Nancy Pelosi. This fucking bitch is 103, and
Yoda.
has made more money than anybody in the government.
Yeah.
Being
So-
making 100,000 a year somehow, but somehow she's the most powerful and richest fucking person.
Is the blood supposed to be like a youth serum?
I mean, if you
Finally.
scare the shit out of someone,
Yeah.
and then you take their blood, even if it was like a blood transfusion, and then you put it in someone else, the adrenaline that's in that blood that their body naturally produced is
Yeah.
now going to go in you, and it's going to do things, stem cells, things like that. Like, it's going to change your body.
So it's gonna heighten things inside your body.
And that's in America. You can't do that. But you go to another country, a third world country, a country where they don't have as many rules and regulations.
Like Mexico, and how you get Joe Rogan always fucking saying, go to my buddy that's stem cell research, blah, 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 in every podcast that he has.
Yeah, but stem cell research is pretty good, though.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, well, we don't know what they do to it in other countries.
In other countries. That's the issue.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My buddies work here, and they do this business, but
behind go overseas
doors,
and do
go
it.
in the back door, and they can help you with something else.
Damn.
I mean, but yeah, anywhere you go down there and they're like, oh, you want a massage? And you're like, no, my back's fine. And they're like, no, front massage. You want a massage?
Yeah,
and
you want a happy ending massage?
And then you walk in and it's like, it's like they just set you up for disaster. Yes. And then that shit happens. And now it's like, what are you?
Is that the same as blood doping?
Yes. Very similar.
You know what I'm talking about? Because that's illegal in like UFC and sports and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? That would be so. The adrenaline that they get from the kids, right, scaring the shit out of them.
It's called A113 is the actual
A113?
elemental name for it, and Pixar movies depict it all the time.
What?
Look at the movie Monsters, Inc. The whole movie was about monsters that scare little kids.
And they get
Holy
power
shit.
from that.
And they get power.
And they fill up the little tanks.
Holy shit!
There's a door in Pixar movies that says A113 on it. Yep. And it's like, you could look it up, say Pixar movie that depicts A113. And it's related to adrenochrome, and they say that it's related to one of the movie rooms that they used to film in when they were in school, like a college, and they joke around about it, and it's like, yeah, okay.
So shit, it's on the license plate.
So adrenochrome,
it's in that, like, every movie.
Based off of Google, right? Adrenochrome is a real, unstable chemical compound formed by the oxidation of adrenaline, quote-unquote epinephrine, in the body. It has been the subject of limited scientific research featured in popular fiction and has become a central element of various conspiracy theories. And it says that it's naturally produced in the body and as a metabolite with the hormone adrenaline, which is oxidized.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's everywhere. It's in Toy Story. I'm trying to find the monster one.
Monsters, Inc. The whole movie's about it. I mean, the whole
well, yeah, that.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the A113. Let me see. You said it's in, like, it says there's like a doorway or something that shows. Let me see something. Oh, there it goes. Found it. Holy shit. Jesus. That's crazy. Yeah, but why would they be so bold
because
to do this?
People don't know, and they put it out there like they're supposed to.
Do you think it's they're
because
being
it's so
funny?
fantastical that you would be like, that's not real.
So if they put it in there, be like, oh, that's not fucking real. These people don't do that.
Right.
Just to get it like, oh my God, it's fucking.
Like, we can get away with it, like, and they can't say shit.
But if they have to tell you, they just did. You know, it's like one of those where it's like, so if we have to tell you to be doing the things we're doing according to our religion, to feel comfortable doing what we're doing, we have to tell the people what we're doing. How do you tell them? Every fucking movie that comes out.
If it's so wrong, how come nobody has said anything? We tell them. Pennywise, the fucking new movie for It.
Yeah.
That's what the movie is based off of. The clown, he scares you and he feeds off of you being scared, and then when you're not scared, he dies. And he gets youthful and stronger the more scared you are.
Is that when you see some of the actors and actresses, they kind of don't age?
Yes. Look at, what's her fucking name?
Madonna's a big one right now. They're saying she's going, like, back in time, you know? She looks younger now than she did 30 years ago.
What's her name? Oh, my God. I don't keep up with these fucking actors or famous people, but there's a bunch that you're like, that's not what you looked like 10 years ago or 5 years ago.
You know the Olsen twins?
Yeah.
Did you see that thing where they show them like 1 year they're just fucking, hey, what's up? How are you?
Crackheads the next.
No, but then they just look fucking spaced out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
They
fucking
get pimped out to all
Hollywood
these fucking,
is fucking crazy.
The whole not Jeffrey Epstein, what's it, Harvey Weinstein.
I would not want to be fucking in Hollywood or political. Fuck that. I want
P.
nothing
Diddy.
to do with these.
You gotta suck somebody off to be famous.
Or get fucked in the ass.
Bad Bunny got, I heard, allegedly, got boned.
Yeah, but they talk about a lot of famous people that
Yeah.
did, where it's like, and once they have it on you because they supposedly dope you up, so it's when it happens, you might not even know it happens, but guess what? When you're about to do something stupid and they break out that video, did you ever see that video of Diddy on the Ellen DeGeneres show? Where he's like, how about I show that video?
Yeah.
And she was talking about Ellen's girlfriend or wife now, like, what's her name, like Paris or whatever, something. But she said, like, oh, how about I show that video of so-and-so? And then she stopped laughing instantly because she's like, and it was about her wearing a Diddy shirt that he had and he tried to give her.
Huh.
Let me see.
There's nothing.
No, just put Diddy offers Ellen DeGeneres a Diddy shirt.
Fuck.
Oh, Portia. That's her wife's name.
Yeah.
Awkward moment. Let's
Yeah.
see if that's it. This one?
What do you have there? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, something
No?
I brought for Portia.
Yeah.
She's not here.
No, but you was going to give it to her as a gift.
All right, then I'll say it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sweet. Well, what about for me? Oh, look at that. That's so sweet.
What?
Thank you. How come it's for Portia and not me?
Because you're going to have her wear it and...
All right.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
We go so far back.
Just
I
wait,
don't tell
watch.
these people how far
Here,
back
he's gonna
we go.
whisper.
I know,
to
but
her
I wear
now.
T-shirts. I don't know what that means. Let's.
I mean...
You hold that.
Okay,
All right.
I keep this. Take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
didn't
it's
mean I
okay.
don't want no problems.
No, it's okay.
See, I don't want no problems. That's where it's
So,
like...
cheers. Hey! Ellen, I heard you were sick, and look what I got
There's
you.
another
Thank you so
video
much.
that shows her face when he says it, though, and she.
So what did he say? He said what?
We can take.
Sorry, the
take
joke
two.
didn't work. I don't want no problems, though.
So what did he mean by that?
Like, I could expose everything. He has shit on everyone. That was the whole thing. He was like the Epstein of the fucking music industry.
Yeah.
Like, he got footage. He did some of the dirty.
Listen.
Someone told me he paid people to fuck people and he would watch
Yeah.
it.
Listen, the CIA and the Mossad, they wouldn't just have one person. Jeffrey Epstein ain't the only one
Hell
out
no.
there. You know what I mean? So obviously, P Diddy, he got caught. Epstein, he got caught.
I think he got caught because he pissed somebody off.
I think Epstein's still alive.
I think
Hell yeah.
100%.
The same person that did Epstein's autopsy did Joan Rivers' autopsy, and now she works for the private sector. The last thing she did was Epstein's autopsy.
The medical examiner?
Yep. Now she
And
works
they-
in the private sector.
They literally said that the amount of weight that he would have needed to snap his neck would have to have had been another person grabbing onto him and putting all their weight on him.
They said his earlobes didn't match on the body that they did in the autopsy. Like, there's so many controversial things about exactly what happened. And
Wouldn't it be safer for
And
everybody
they
else
just
to kill
happened
him?
They just happened to put him in a jail cell with a jacked up fucking dude.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be safer for them to kill him?
Yeah, but if
he's
he's
got all this
connected
dirt?
with if he's connected with Mossad, how do you kill someone that's connected? You know, you can't. It's like
He's
on,
back in Israel, dude.
Yeah.
He's back in the
So they
Holy
just
Land.
free their-
If
they
he's
free their
not
guy.
in Israel, he's in Valhalla.
Yeah, right.
And that was the thing. That was a joke. Cash Patel said it
Yeah.
when Charlie Kirk died. He's like, "I'll see you in Valhalla, my brother." And then there was this big controversial thing.
So I know
how
what Valhalla is.
an island where they put people where they're trying to hide them that they used for something else. And the
Where's
joke
this
is
island?
in Australia or New Zealand? I'm sorry, it's New Zealand.
So this is a known island?
It could, I mean, it could be out there. It could be a different island that they say this island, but then when people go and look there, no one's there. It could be, why would they tell you where it is? But if
Yeah.
there's an island where they hide people,
They
to
used
try
you.
and- Yeah.
You're used. You're no longer, beneficial to us. You're gonna go away for a little bit.
So you don't think Valhalla is like the old school way of saying, the heaven, the fucking warriors heaven,
I
or
mean,
the Viking heaven
it
or whatever?
should be, but in reality, if you're a Catholic, a known Catholic or a known Christian,
Why would you
then
say
no.
Valhalla?
Valhalla is more insulting to say to you
Yeah.
because it's like, I'll see you in heaven.
And you're gonna say, and Cash Patel, this Indian dude, is gonna fucking tell you he's gonna see him out.
But isn't that
right?
Wouldn't that, like warriors would say Valhalla? Like the Vikings said that shit.
A Viking thing would say
So-
Valhalla, yes.
So wouldn't, what's
Norse,
it, Patel
Norse.
in the
Patel.
military?
No.
Huh.
But I mean,
So he's not any type of warrior that would say, "Hey, I'll see you in Valhalla."
Even I wouldn't say that.
yeah, someone from like
I'd
Norway
punch you
or
in your
like
face, you nerd.
Right.
You fucking nerd. Damn. So there's a fucking island.
Dude, look at John Bongino and look at Cash Patel. They were all like, "We're gonna expose all this fucking shit."
I never
And then all
seen
this
And
shit,
nothing happened.
and then all this shit
Scared.
happened, and they're all fucking scared every time the fucking cameras roll up.
They're like,
And that
fuck
first-
And
that.
Bongino was always on TV,
Yeah.
always.
that first
And he was,
video.
and he was
their
in the Secret
face.
Service. So for him to fucking now, it's a fucking shock every time therere's a fucking camera in front of him, and they just freeze the fuck up. They
So you
don't know
think
what to
he's
say.
petrified that they're
I
going to
mean,
go after him?
I
They
think they
know.
said that they were going to kill him if he didn't stop looking into
Yeah.
it. And I feel like they got something on Trump. They got something on everyone. That's doing it. Where it's like, listen, because all it takes is one time, and all
Yeah.
it takes is one bad thing that could ruin everyone's life. And it's like nobody wants certain things exposed.
Right.
And it's like I'm sure elite people got a lot more dirty stuff than we do. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
in the end,
Because what are they gonna find out about? Oh, this guy jerked off to blah, 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 whatever. Okay,
Yeah, who
sure.
cares?
Oh, I don't want my mom finding out. Shit like that. But
Big
for them,
fucking deal,
it's
yeah.
like we got you fucking a fucking 5-year-old or a 10-year-old, like some crazy
That would
shit.
destroy them, their family, and
Destroy
everything.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, no, fuck that. I don't want
So
that
they
out.
set him up to get
Yes.
to do this shit, and then like, all right, now you got to do what we say.
Yep. That's the whole point of a psyop. That's the whole point, is to benefit the guarantor, and not
Yeah.
the other person. What benefits me, not thee. Look now, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, "Oh, we're gonna head into a civil." We are heading in the direction of a civil war, right? And this is all from the Mossad and the CIA's perspective, NSA. If you look at the government shutdown, right? Consolidation of power,
Yeah.
right? And then you have Mamdani
Oh, that fucking guy.
winning, right? And now everybody's looking at that. Now everybody's not paying attention to the Epstein files.
It's all yeah.
Everything now, everybody's like, "Oh, but the black people the minorities are gonna lose. What are we gonna do about that?" Now the attention focuses on what's happening in New York.
Yeah, what
Mind you,
they're saying,
You live
yeah.
in the middle of Wisconsin. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But everybody's paying attention to New York.
that's been our whole life, though. They
Yep.
try and get you to focus on
It'll never
someone to
end.
hate.
It'll
you
never
focus
end.
on someone to hate so you don't hate the people that should be hated.
Correct.
And it's usually the oligarchs or the top 1%
Yep.
or, the shadow government.
Yeah.
Or it's like there's always someone to look at and blame, but
Yep.
they don't want you to look at the real problem. And it's the people that have been manipulating the system the whole time.
Yep.
And pulling the strings.
And
it's
a
like-
lot of people think of the oligarchs as the people with the money or whatever, and it's beyond money. It's power, right?
Yeah.
It's we have something on you, and you're gonna fucking do what we say. Because if you look at Elon Musk, right, this guy, richest guy in human history, right?
You don't think he's being
and this
controlled?
Guy, and this guy's fucking working still. He's at fucking Tesla. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna design XYZ."
Yeah.
Going on the Joe Rogan show, promoting all this shit. You think that if you were the most wealthiest guy, like right now, if I gave you $1 billion, what would you do?
Nothing.
What's the first thing you're gonna
Yeah.
do? Go on vacation, right?
Chill,
Do nothing,
yeah.
chill. You're gonna sit here and tell me you're the richest human on earth, and you're gonna be at work, and you're gonna own 6 different companies.
He's the richest
I don't know.
person they want you to look at.
Exactly.
Because the people that they don't want you to look at, which I already said,
Saudis,
Pepe
all these-
Orsini, the
Yep.
family where it's like
Yeah.
nobility, but not nobility.
Yep.
He's like ancient, tied in, like multiple people in his family were cardinals, were popes, It's
Yep.
like, and it's always the same people that keep projecting into these positions. And it's like, well, that's the legacy. That's the nobility of their family.
It's like
and the
like Jeffrey
royalty.
Epstein again. He had the money,
Mm-hmm.
right? He had the power, the limited control power,
Yeah.
right? But he was controlled. I'm sure Elon Musk is controlled in some sort of way. He might not know it because he has so much power and influence, just like
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, right? But it's not.
So he just
Ultimate wealth isn't what they're looking at. They're looking at power. And
Look at how
fucking-
Jeffrey Epstein got his wealth. When did he acquire that amount
Right.
of money? He never had
How
an
come-
education that made him capable
Right.
of being where he was.
How come he got a professorship and he wasn't good at his job, and
Yeah.
somehow the head
Oh,
of,
yeah, he did
head
suck.
of Victoria's Secret gave him a mansion to stay in just
a
because?
$70 million mansion in New
Yeah,
York?
back in the day.
And let him manage all his money? Just so happened.
When he was in Florida, he was in jail. They released him every week. He was able to
Yeah, he was able to go and work.
And he went to his island
Yes.
every single week. It's like the things that he was capable of doing were unhumanly, but he did it because he was so well connected that they were just like, let him do whatever he wants.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking shit. Yeah, so he's still fucking alive, that guy.
I wouldn't doubt it. And even if if he's living in fucking Israel, it's like he's still living the best life ever because
Nobody
they're
knows
just
who he is.
keeping him secret, you know? He'd served
He's just gonna live. He's gonna live his life
like you
like
said.
nothing.
Look at these celebrities, all the shit that they get in their face. You go, I would not have thought that this person looks like this 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
What's to say that $1 billion doesn't get you a new fucking face? And who's to say that? Okay, this is not Jeffrey
That's
Epstein.
true.
This is fucking whoever.
Who's that? Oh. A little bit. So you think they're using fucking Elon as a distraction?
Elon's the show. He's like, he's like the opposite of what you'd expect as an African American.
Yes.
You know, it's like he's changing the whole demographics of how you would describe
Yeah.
an African.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, now it's like one of those ultimate things, because then what happens? People are like, oh, tell him to go back to his country. And they're like, where's he from anyways? And they're like, Africa. You going to tell him to go back?
Yeah.
And it's like one of those where it's like they're just making a spin-off on something where it's
While they
like,
do what they want to do.
pretty much. And it's like he is very wealthy. He's doing great for himself, but just like Bill Gates, just like George Soros, it's like these people are the people they want you to look
How did
at.
Soros get his money?
I mean, and that was something where it was like, he's something Austrian where it
Yeah.
comes from like, I don't even know exactly how
Mm-hmm.
he got it. It's one of those where it's like, all that shit. You look
Yeah.
at their family and the money, and it's like royalty, things like that. I just don't understand how people get that title, or who is the person, unless God looked down and
Yeah.
fucking from the sky, you see his finger come down and say, this person is the person everyone's going to listen to. Other than that, how the fuck are you going to tell
So,
everyone what to do?
It had to have started with somebody that was able to manipulate the fucking population at that time.
Or someone that convinced a bunch of people that
Yeah.
we need to go to war, and
This
when
is what we gotta do.
This is what, and then that family takes over, and now every legacy of that family.
Yep.
But all it takes is one fucking idiot to ruin everything. You can have the greatest dynasty for 1,000 years, and then one family comes in and ruins everything.
Fucks it. Yep. Holy shit. I forgot what else I was going to ask you about. Did the flat Earth thing.
I do love talking about it, but it's one of those things where it's like, no matter what, I will never say I 100% agree with it, because anyone that you talk to will look at you like you're an idiot if you try and say it's a thing. But
So do you think there's any real pictures of Earth?
from space, I think anything. You know what's crazy that
That they
hit
show
me hard
us.
the other day? Did you ever see the video that shows the underwater LAN cables that connect the internet? And they said 98% of everything, internet and phone calls, are through underwater cables.
So I was trying to follow that shit, but I couldn't.
So they're saying everything that we
Yeah.
say is on satellite dishes is done through underwater LAN cables, and that was the issue where during Joe Biden's time, where someone went in the water and they
cut it.
bombed they
Yep.
cut these cables, or they bombed them underwater.
Yeah.
And
They were
it's
saying
like,
it was the Mossad also.
and it's like they're talking about satellite dishes doing everything, but now they're saying everything is done from these underwater cables. So it's like, what's the truth? Are there satellite dishes in space doing all this work that we're supposedly
Why would they?
thinking?
Why would they not want to tell us there's cables?
Because remember when I said there's a dome over the planet?
Yeah.
It's called the firmament. So you can't get satellite
Satellite
dishes
through
past,
the fucking-
past the firmament. Which, look up the fishbowl, Operation Fishbowl. They actually shot nukes up at the dome trying to fucking break it or puncture it, which makes no sense, because it's like, what if it broke and water started dumping in?
Right.
Like, what if there was something above us and we were the bottom of the ocean?
I was just
going
going
to
to say that. You think we're at the bottom of the ocean?
I mean, even if it's not the bottom of the ocean, it could just be like we're fucking below them, and there's multiple different layers, and that's why above us would be heaven, you know, and it's like another realm. Or there's 13 different realms. Like I watch anime, Dragon Ball Z. There's 13 different universes, and everyone has the same people in it. They're just different personalities.
Doing different shit.
Yeah. Different people. Some of them they're good, some of them they're bad, and it's like you never know. We
You
don't
think-
know what's out there.
You think we're being controlled by some other being?
Imagine
Some other fucking
Imagine if we were literally the strand of someone else's DNA, and on this planet, figure it's just, and then we're here, and it's like, it's not flat, it's still spiraling up. It's like the movie Osmosis Jones, where they show inside the body, and they're living in there, and he's like, oh my Bob, you know, and it's like, instead of saying God, but it's like, what if we create God? Because we are God. That's what everyone says. God is part of you. You are part of God. What we do is representing God, anyone that does it, because everyone in the end, unless you're atheist, believes in something.
Yeah.
True.
I think we're at that point now when it comes to and that's why there's all this, everybody's saying that there's going to be a civilization collapse and civil war or whatever. I think it's, the whole AI and the robotics, I think that we're getting to the point where there's no return. Right, we're getting to the point of we're gonna be as technologically advanced as possible, which is gonna be a detriment to humans because it just creates laziness.
So you think we got to the fucking limit, and then we're gonna end? Our civilization is gonna end, and something else is gonna start up again,
like a restart.
Yeah, I mean,
how many times do you think we restarted?
I mean, they've already. It's weird because you see all the shit happening right now where it's like, oh, this happened 12,005 years ago, and there was a great mud flood that something happened.
It's in the Bible.
Well, I mean, and they talked about it, and then every story where it's like Graham Hancock. Did you ever watch a show on Netflix? It's called Ancient Disasters, and it talks about 12,500 years ago, something happened. There was humanity on the planet. Obviously, there was one humanity because everything is similar in every country. Buildings are similar. Pyramids are similar.
Yep.
It's like, imagine if there was one race of humans and then something hit the planet and it heated it up real quick. What would melt? The ice walls would start melting. Now, if this started melting, it would cause massive flooding. What are we finding now? We're finding civilizations that are under the ocean, that are under lakes, and it's like, what happened? Mass amounts of water that are now coming onto the planet.
Yeah.
That it's like, where is it going to go? And it's like, it's going to fill up, and it's like, people always try and stay close to the shore when they start because it's easy for shipping and everything. What if the ocean was in farther, and then when the ice walls, which probably were like, say 10 miles high, melted instantly and started flooding, and waterfalls are flowing off of them, and the oceans are filling up more and more because all this ice is now melting from the heat that was caused. And it's like, there's so many different theories. Nobody could even be possibly close. If anyone did know, I bet you under the Vatican does.
Yep.
You think so?
They said they have 42 miles worth
Underneath.
of bookshelf.
And nobody can look at them.
Underneath,
Nobody
right?
can look,
It's all classified. Anytime they find something, they find bones of something like a giant or anything, it goes to the Smithsonian, then it disappears. No one knows where it goes. I mean,
What do you think the Pope saw when he opened up the door?
I mean, I feel like it's like the president when they open the black book. You're seeing something, and it's like a mind blower because you're finding out all the truth at one moment.
How long after did he die? After he opened up that door, the Pope.
It was recent. I don't know.
It wasn't too long after, right?
Because he went from
he was old.
He went from being fine to being in a wheelchair to dying like quick.
And they showed something where the guy who helped him open up the door or something like that didn't have ears and shit like that. Did you see that fucking video?
No.
I don't know.
There's some crazy shit. It's like the Vatican, there's information on this planet that people know enough to do the shady, crazy shit that they do because they know something that we don't. Think about it. In the beginning, they sell you on religion. They're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. If someone's always watching you, God is always watching you, so you got to be on your best behavior. You got to be a good person. Now they're at the point where it's like, you don't have to believe in God because we're always watching you.
He opened the doors on December 2025.
Yep.
Or December 2025. And he died in December 2024. He died in April 2025.
No, not too far.
There's only enough spot on the wall for this last pope, too, when he dies.
Yeah, what do you think that means?
I mean, it could be the prediction of the end of where, like, leadership. They say Trump was supposed to be, like, the last potential president, too, where it's like, all right, I mean, well, if something drastic
He was supposed to be in the first term?
No, this
term.
Yeah, this term would be, like, the last president, but it said Trump would be the last president. And then it's like, well, now if you're on your last pope, if
Yeah.
something happens that's crazy, it's like, well, I mean, it would be the end, you know? So did it matter? And if it was the end, it would be like some 2012
So who's gonna
shit.
end it?
Just something catastrophic that happens, or it's like now they're talking about this big spaceship that could be coming around.
Yeah,
Like,
what the fuck?
what have they been talking about for the last 25 years? Because I know you heard about it back in the day. Tell me you never heard about Planet X.
Yeah,
And it's like, well, what's coming around now?
Planet X.
You know, I mean, they've been talking about it for so long, and they're like, you
How
can't
big is
see
this
it.
fucking thing? Miles.
It's like the size of Manhattan.
Just flying around.
Yeah.
And they're trying to say it could be like a spaceship, but it's like in the end, you know what makes me wonder now? You watch these videos of drones in China and what they're doing, and when they say there's going to be an alien invasion, it's like,
We're
well,
not going to know.
look what they're doing with drones. They're building these whole fucking things in the sky
Yeah.
where it's like doesn't look realistic. Imagine if they made a spaceship in the sky.
Yeah.
And they're like, now they got a microphone up there. They're talking through it.
Yeah,
People
some
are-
bullshit.
If 3AI is an alien spaceship, we're not going to know. They're going to fucking, they're going to do, their government's going to do their fucking thing, whoever's in charge, right? But again, going off of the drone thing, look at Russia. Look, have you seen what they've been doing to their tanks? Because they know
No.
what's going on.
No.
Look up drone, anti-drone tank.
How about you go on your fucking thing and do it? You know, I'm sick of these fucking helicopters flying over my house. Why don't they go fly over your fucking house? You have me do everything, then I'm fucked.
They're
You're gonna be fucking scaring the shit out of me and drinking the blood out of my penis.
They're doing.
That
Nothing?
bothers me more than anything when you see anything about a rabbi that puts a baby's penis in his mouth.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, when they actually circumcise a baby.
Yeah.
So that was a thing where
I
I
was just
guess
fucking around.
a baby got
So what they're doing
syphilis
now.
because he put his mouth on the baby's dick to suck the blood off, and
Yep.
then the parents were like, "How?"
Yep.
And that was it.
From the rabbi.
Holy shit.
So this is what Russia's doing to their tanks now,
Why are they doing that?
because of
To absorb
to absorb the shock from
So what
all the drones.
What the fuck's on it?
explosions on the drones, crash.
It's like
into the
it's like
tank.
wires and They have like a radar system, not radar, anti-drone system on top of the tank
Yeah.
with extra iron wires coming out of them
And that's
to prevent the tanks from being hit by drones, because Russia and Ukraine, right, being
Yeah.
provided from the U.S. Are being provided all these drones that they have to somehow counteract all the shit that's going on.
Thank you, Palantir,
Yep.
for your
I think
explosive
my drone's pretty fucking
drones.
advanced.
Huh?
My drone is pretty advanced.
Well, DJI just got banned
That's
from
what
the
I got.
U.S.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
How'd they get banned? They just made all these new drones.
No, not for us. They can't.
Because that fucking thing's pretty advanced. You don't have to do fucking shit. Did you ever fly a drone?
I have before, yeah. I've seen someone do it, because then I was like, they're way out there, and I was like, how are you going to get it back? You can't even see it. And they're like, when the battery dies, it just comes
Right
I
back.
was like,
Yep.
Dude, I
That's how
flew
my
this
drone is.
thing.
I have a DJI drone.
Yeah, never knowing how to fly a drone, and I flew it like it was nothing.
I mean, when
So
you,
why the? Oh, go ahead.
when you talk about 9/11 and all that shit, and they talk about a missile, it's like all they needed was a fucking drone.
Yeah.
Like they could have got right up on the building and no one would even know. And
By
it's
the-
like technology now.
By the time we have it, it's the fucking government. And everybody's already ran through it.
Oh yeah, they're like leagues ahead.
Yeah,
By the time we
they're
have
like,
it.
all right, we can let them have this much of it.
Yeah.
Like when you see,
That's
You
why
see those
that's
drone-
why DARPA exists.
but when you see those drone fucking those drone displays, you ever see that? Instead of fireworks, they have the drones out.
yeah.
China.
There's
You
40,000
imagine-
that fucking rotate on each other.
Do you imagine? See, that's just for fun. It's almost like they're showing us what they could do with these fucking
It's
things.
like that
But you
Obama
imagine
movie.
if they use it against the people
But
and stuff.
now look at any movie that's got crazy where it's like an alien in it, where you're like, God, that's so realistic, because we don't even know what an alien would look like. But
Yeah.
when they say, okay, here's the news, and an alien wants to go on the news and talk to us, and it's like, that could be fucking an actor on TV, and it's like manipulation at its finest, because people are fucking retarded.
yeah.
Retarded.
Yes.
Ah, it's so great to
But-
be able to say that
but-
You can
again.
say retarded.
But from
Well, now you could.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like 5 years of like people yelling at
Yep.
you for saying retard.
Yep. But
I've been
going
saying it
off of
forever.
the whole like drone thing and everything that we see, look at fucking the movie from Obama, Leave the World Behind, funded.
What was that Netflix movie?
Yeah, funded by Obama,
I never watched it.
and it was It was a movie about societal collapse from a giant event happening.
I watched that movie because the guy that wrote Mr. Robot
Yep.
wrote that movie, Sam Esmail.
Yep.
And it was like Mr. Robot was a fucking mind blower. And it's like, same with that movie. It's like, you think of it, electric cars, everything that they could take control of, digital currency, like eventually they could.
AI now, they can frame you for any fucking criminal act that you fucking.
Dude, I can't trust any fucking video that's
Nothing.
out there.
You're done. That's it.
Nothing.
You have to do your own. You have to do research. Like
I
it
can't
is
trust
not
a thing.
just watch a video and think it's automatically right. Like
Nope,
you have to
not
source
anymore.
it out. And the sad thing is, mainstream media doesn't give us the shit we're looking for because the
Yeah.
shit we're looking for is the truth.
Right.
Yeah. I can't trust any fucking thing. It used to be that if we would investigate a crime or something, they'd be like, oh, we got video of it. Oh, they got video.
Yeah.
Fucking slam,
Some shut.
home run.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Nope.
If, let's just say I ran around naked around the street and then I got caught out, this video of it, I could just be like, that's AI.
Yeah. Right.
And they'd be like, fuck, that could be AI. If I was confident enough in my lie and saying something,
All
or
you
whatever,
have to do is have a jury second guess themselves,
and it's over.
and it's over.
Or you just have to own the people that are on top of it. Like, think of any, coincidentally, for a politician or anyone right now that's on some bullshit to easily be like, oh, that's definitely not real.
And they'll lie
It's
quick.
They'll lie quick.
And be like, who cares?
Yeah.
And then they'll just
On
change
to
the subject.
next. Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's when it started getting big, where they're like, "Oh, this is gonna really like prove that a lot of the stuff wasn't really happening." And
Yeah.
it's like, I get it, but I mean, it's like a lot of this shit did happen, and it happened before AI and all that.
Yep.
And now it's like, now that it's out there, like,
Dude, it's fucking... Like, right now, we're watching the worst of AI. So it's only going to get better and
Yes.
better and better and better.
or worse and worse and
Wow.
worse, because it's
For
gonna be
us.
so realistic.
The
I mean,
technology is going to get better and better, but now it's going to fuck us over.
But
You
why-
can't trust anything.
But why do you think all these companies are now going towards the AGI?
What the fuck's AGI?
So you know how Meta and Apple have the fucking
Glasses?
not the glasses, the headsets that you put on to integrate you into the virtual reality world.
Yeah.
That is part of AGI. Having you not have to do
a
anything with
second.
society, but have everything.
Didn't they have somebody at a basketball game with that fucking thing on?
That
Or
was
some
the
shit
beginning
or
of-
whatever.
That was the beginning of COVID, where people started buying NFTs and shit because
Mm-hmm.
you could display them in your like virtual world. Like you can have a house in there,
Yeah.
and it's like you'd hear about famous actors buying an NFT for like $5 million, and it's like, what is it? It's like, well,
It's a picture of a monkey, or
right,
something,
that
yeah.
they have hanging up in their virtual world that's
Yep.
theirs, and it's like, fuck, man. So what are they, just like embedding themselves in the virtual world before everyone else does, and like establishing
Yep.
themselves?
Was there something
Same
where
as Bitcoin?
you could have this thing on your face that you're talking about, and then you'd be like, hey, meet me at this fucking diner.
Yep.
And then you could actually fucking meet him there
Yep.
through this little headset.
But you're home and I'm home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're just fucking whatever. Or meet me at the club or the bar or something.
Yep. So
I mean,
so now you don't have to
You
interact
have your
with
own
anybody.
Nope. But you guys are there.
You have a made up money
with
which is
everybody
Bitcoin.
else.
Yep.
That has this fucking headset on, and you guys are fucking bullshit and chilling.
Yep.
While you're just having a beer on your couch.
It's reality without the reality portion.
Fucked up.
It's artificial general intelligence.
It's idiocracy.
It's
Come on.
idiocracy.
So how-
And
oh, I
showed
hate
him.
that
He said he
fucking
fucking
movie.
hates it.
It's so fucking
It's so
great
good. Yeah,
because
it's so
it's
great.
like it's gonna happen, but 500 years
Yes.
was the only thing wrong about that
Yup.
movie because it's gonna happen in like 30 years.
When he was in court, that's when I shut it off.
You
I'll try to watch
you gotta
it
watch
again.
after that. Yes.
I'll try to watch it again. Is
Dude,
it
I'm
on this
telling you.
shit? Was it on Netflix? Well, I don't know where I watched it.
It should be on Netflix, and actually they just put it up. Yeah, I
The
just saw it.
movie
They
is
just
so-
put it up.
so great, like it's just so
I just
true.
added it. What was the other one you said by?
You just got to think the whole time you're watching Idiocracy, it was written by the guy who wrote Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and
so
Butthead.
it's like
It's
it's
the same
funny,
guy.
but it's like stupid
Yeah.
funny. But it's like it's so deep because this was 20 years ago. This movie came out, and it's like now.
You know what I was just thinking? So when I was younger, there was none of this fucking AI shit, none of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
We just got pagers.
Yeah.
Look how fast
Yeah, I told you.
everything fucking blew up.
Yep.
Went from my mom thinking I was a drug dealer with a pager
Yep.
that I got at a pawn shop
Yep.
to fucking AI on my fucking phone.
And you can see yourself. Like, I was showing him a video of him kissing another dude. 20 years ago,
So that video, that was
if I
not
showed
too
you that
long
20
ago.
years ago, you'd if you showed any of this to somebody fucking 300 years ago, you'd be burned at the stake.
But that would
what the
that was
fuck is
not
going-
too long ago. You showed me. You did that within a year. I
Yeah,
would say.
within a year.
Within that time,
It's
that video
exponentially
looks
grows.
like shit.
Yes.
Compared to what's out now.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the fucking Martin Luther King with the
Yeah.
Down syndrome boy is. You never saw it? I'm gonna find it. It looks fucking crazy.
Dude, it's crazy.
Then they have what was that fucking? They're doing the wheelchair. The fucking scientist.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen
Oh,
Hawking,
yeah.
fucking doing a half pipe.
Yep.
No, I did see that. So that's some of them you watch and you're like, it just looks so real, but then you're wondering, like, there's no way this would be recorded.
Yeah, no.
Like, who would film this? And you're like, oh, okay,
Dude,
that's fake.
it's gonna get to the point. Actors are gonna be obsolete. Musicians obsolete. Anything with accounting, computers, like shit that like low level humans are involved with, obsolete.
And that's why those are going to be the people that have money, because they're the ones that earned it now. And then when it all switches, the people that are the working class are going to have nothing, because robots are going to do everything, and the people that already made their money are going to be like the royalty, like the Kardashians, because Americans are fucking stupid.
Stupid.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, watch this. You ready? Hold on. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
The idea of freedom cannot be chained by the hands of time. Got it. All right, son. Thank you. Let's give him a hand. Now, as I was
But
we are
even
gathered here today because the idea of freedom cannot be chained by the hands of time. Got it. All right,
that's
son. Thank you.
fucking
Let's give him a
crazy. I
hand.
mean, it's funny as shit.
Now, as I was
If you showed that in the 1960s, they'd be like, "Wow, Martin Luther King, really good
This
guy."
guy really
yeah,
came-
yeah,
Rip
yeah.
the mic away from him like
Right?
that?
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
it's crazy.
So I don't know. I can't believe shit. I can't. I don't even really believe these fucking videos they're showing of that big fucking spaceship.
Of 3AI Atlas.
Yep.
I mean, think everything with NASA that they showed you, and it's like how they did it, where they staged it. They said that there was a guy that went to Greenland where they actually staged NASA.
And they showed the
and
fucking
he filmed
mountains
the
and shit.
same exact area,
Yeah.
and then he disappeared after he shared it on his
Fucking
page.
stupid asshole.
You know what kills me? Did you ever see, like, you ever watch Billy Carson?
No.
Look up Billy Carson. He's like genius, and he talks about like futuristic things with ancient aliens
Is he
and
alive?
like back in the day. Yes, he's a black guy, but he said how he talked about the pyramids and like underneath the pyramids, how NASA took the
I know who
rights
this
to the
guy is.
pyramids right away after they discovered that those underground like chambers were down there with those big spirals.
Yeah.
But there's videos where he talks about the Anunnaki and like dates it like way back,
The
and he
fuck's
talks
the
about
Anunnaki?
like ancient aliens that looked like ants.
Yep.
And
What?
it's like, yeah. But it's like he's a genius, and he talks about pyramids, and he talks about like how there was pyramids in like the Grand Canyon, and how he went down there because someone in the Grand Canyon found a tunnel, and they went down it, and when you walk down the tunnel, it opens up into this big city, and it's like it was this big
What?
amazing thing. So he went down to look at it, and he said he's walking through, and you're not supposed to go there. There's all these signs that say "Do not enter" and like,
Yeah.
"Turn back now." And he said a guy walked out in a suit with a gun. And he's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Well, you know, I'm Billy Carson. I really just wanted to see what's down here. Someone told me that there was like a city down here." And he's like, "Yeah, if you can't read the signs, you're not welcome here." It was like some like Sector 7
Holy
Transformer
shit.
shit where it's like you're not allowed here because NASA owns the rights to that also.
What's that? You know is it Wyoming? Devil's Tower or some shit? Fuck.
There's so many things.
But then
There's-
with the Anunnaki, right? You have that Moloch, the giant owl, that apparently all these billionaires and rich people fucking worship, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, the Star of David on the Israeli flag, right? It's not really the Star of David because nowhere in the Hebrew Bible does it mention the Star of David. That was just kind of the thing that they used, right?
so stupid.
But how they created that, they can't even explain themselves as to how that star became like their symbol. Nobody in Jewish history can explain how the Star of David, which was not used by David,
Yeah.
was
Is now their symbol.
But is the symbol of a demon.
Look at how they demonize the swastika and
Yep.
how bad it is. The swastika goes back to like ancient times.
Wasn't
where
it like
it's-
a peace sign?
Yes, and people used to have it on their door all the time because it meant something to like for protection of your house, and it was like it had a very deep meaning, and it's like they erased it by how turning it into the swastika, and it's evil, and no one's allowed to talk about it.
Holy shit. So the Devil's Tower, people are saying that's like the base of a tree that giants used to fucking just wander around.
I mean, if you think of Avatar and like what they say about all like these massive plateaus where it's like they could have been giant trees on this planet. And now they're saying some of the bases of these, like, it looks like a mountain where they say it's a tree. I saw the video that you're talking about.
The Devil's
where
Tower.
They found the door that goes into it, and it goes underground, and they had to crawl through a tunnel to get in there. And there's like ancient hieroglyphics carved on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it just shows you that everywhere in the world is related to the same one species that was on our planet.
Because look at this fucking thing. It looks like a tree that was chopped down.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I wanted to know?
It's fossilized.
What is a Caucasian? Because there used to be
a white person from the island, from the mountains of Caucasus.
There used to be a land called Caucasia, which it's like, where did it go?
Where the fuck is that?
You are not white.
Why have we never heard of this land? Where'd it go?
The Caucasus.
But where? Tartaria. Where did it
Didn't
go?
fucking that comedian say something about the Caucasus?
No, that's a real thing.
He said, I thought he was fucking around. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker. Anyway.
I just always said, how am I Caucasian? Like, what is a Caucasian? And then I started looking, and Caucasia used to actually be a territory.
And that's where there was white people there.
And there was people that were, I mean, it was like, I feel like it was like Middle East area too, like over in like Europe, Middle East area over there.
Yeah. How long ago was this?
I don't know.
Mountains.
10 years ago?
No.
Intersecting Asia and Europe. So they cut, so like above Turkey.
Yeah.
So we originated from, or Caucasians.
But what's our story? How don't we know this story? It's like Tartaria. Yeah. Like, how come they don't talk about Tartaria and everything related
Fuck's Tartaria?
to that? Tartaria is supposedly like the land that was there. Like, Russia claims that they used to be Tartaria, and that it's like depicted like humans with like animal heads on it and shit.
What?
Where it's like, look up Tartaria. It'll give you a whole fucking ridiculous amount of information on civilization that was supposedly here. Look at ancient buildings all over the world where it's like you see them and you're like, how did they build that 200 years ago?
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't built 200 years ago. It's like the pyramids. They've been there a lot longer than we want to claim. Even if someone went in there and drew on the walls and said, this is ours, it's like, doesn't mean they fucking built it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They just walked in and claimed it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the star of date, or the star that they're using, is the star of Remphan, which is a pagan astral idol worshipped by ancient Israelites.
Satanic.
Very.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the whole basis of that religion would be to deceive. Like, all they try and do is deceive everybody.
Deceive and deflect.
You know what I saw the other day? Donald Trump converted into a Jew.
Really?
Supposedly, like, there's this big thing, and then when he went and kissed the wall, and he had his little
yarmulke,
his little beanie on,
yep,
like he was like an authentic,
no
and then
shit.
it's like they said that he converted, but everything
he's securing that 0%.
Well, maybe he found out more than we want.
Maybe,
like that's where it's like he talked about flat Earth. Bill Nye, the science guy, talked about flat Earth. Like when they find out, most
Trump
of
talked
them,
about flat Earth.
Yeah.
What?
He's talked about it before. A lot of people have talked about it before, but it's like,
What'd he say about it?
Look it up.
Trump flat Earth. I never heard that shit. How long ago was that?
This was like his first presidency. Before he got kicked out.
A member of Trump's transition team, Anthony Scaramucci, I do remember him, compared the scientific consensus on climate change
Earth
to
flat again.
to past that there is overwhelming science that the Earth was flat, arguing that the scientific community sometimes gets things wrong. And other commentators and officials have used similar analogies to criticize the Trump administration's approach to science and data. Trump's stance. Donald Trump has not publicly stated that he personally believes that the Earth is flat, and his controversial comments have focused on his skepticism about climate change, what he has called a hoax or a con job. Which, climate change is a fucking con job, 100,000%.
Bill Gates said it.
Yep. Bill Gates is the biggest con man in fucking history.
It's a money grab, every country, but it's like everything. Like, they're just trying to get a way to take your money. They're trying to tax you on something that you shouldn't be paying, because in the end...
I have a question.
What's up?
So we had the Red Bull. Remember when Red Bull went out pretty much into space?
Yeah.
And
they jumped off.
It was like the highest jump.
Yeah.
So how do you explain... Look at this picture.
But they supposedly didn't go into space. They went right to the edge of space.
As far up as they could.
And it's just a camera. Like, think of a blue screen or green screen underneath that, and then they impose a picture of the planet below that you're jumping from.
So
like,
you think this is fake?
Hey, AI is fucking good at what they do, and it's like it would be very easy to make that. We've been seeing it with NASA all the time now, where they're showing things.
Because that looks round.
It does look round, and it's like it's easier. Look at any pilot. What does any pilot say about the Earth? Ask any pilot if the Earth is round.
Why? What do they say?
They'll say it's flat. They'll say it's a flat plane.
Really?
Yeah. It talks about all over in ancient books about a plateau or the flatness of it, like talking about how if you look at like ancient languages and dialect, it talks about how it was just a flat land. And think of it, if the sun and the moon are going like this above and it's just spinning above our planet, it would make a lot more sense of what goes on, because why can you see the sun and the moon at the same time?
So how do we... Okay, hold on.
I have been seeing the sun and the moon at the same time recently.
But it's like, it happens all the time.
What?
The sun will be out going,
that's true.
And then the moon's over here, and it's like,
it'll
well,
be
how?
like 7 in the morning, and then
I've seen it during the day, the moon.
Right above you.
I've seen the moon during the day.
Yeah.
So wait a second. If the Earth was flat, and then the Earth was on like, let's say you have right here. See this little bell? So we're over here, and this is flat, right? So if the sun was over here, wouldn't the sun still shine to this side?
Unless it's going all the way over here around the outside, like if it's like, if over us.
Let me show you.
If it's like spinning above us like this and coming over here, but then at this time it would be over China and Asia.
It's like this. See how it's... If I shine my flashlight, if we have the flat Earth right here, and I'm on the right side of this flat Earth.
But now do it on here instead of there, and now hold it above like this and point it down, and you see where the light goes down like that. There's a distance where it goes, and eventually it disappears.
So let's see. All right,
Come down like this. Come right over the table with the light, and you'll hold it over.
So you think it's directly above us, the sun?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't on a different level of depth of how far it is.
I'm trying to do flat Earth. Yeah, but it's still showing light.
Go down farther.
Down this way?
Yep. There you go. Now picture if this whole thing was where the continents are and it's going around. But now it's going around in circles with the moon too, like this, because you have them going together. It's like a pendulum. It's like a clock.
You're fucking me up!
You were fucked up when you were born.
There's an extra headset.
Yeah, I want to talk about flat Earth.
I'm going to go eat dinner.
So, how come people haven't fallen off Earth? I knew these dumb questions, but
like
actually...
falling off the side?
Yeah.
But if there's Antarctica and then outside
we can't
of
go on the fucking
Antarctica...
thing.
No, but outside of there's more. We don't know where the end is. What if there is no end? Like, if everything keeps expanding, it's like, imagine if this was like...
You son of a bitch.
Imagine if this was like a computer program, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it just keeps learning more and more and just expanding. And
So why wouldn't they want to tell us that there's... Why would there be such a secret of the Earth being flat.
If people were on the moon and we were already in outer space and Mars and other countries or in other planets and they didn't want us to know, do you think they would tell us?
Yeah, but why wouldn't they want us to know?
Because
You keep the peasants down here.
Because
They
what
keep
if
working. You got to keep the ants working.
If you want to go up there and they're like, no, we don't want you to go up there. You know, it's like the back of the moon. I mean, where would be better to launch something from into space? Anything that they did in outer space, they would launch to the moon, then go to the back of the moon where the moon doesn't spin. It just stays that one way. And you'd be able to launch off the back of the moon and go anywhere.
And nobody
in
would
outer space.
see fucking nothing. Nobody would know nothing.
Nobody would see
Allegedly.
it. And anybody that, if we were going to Mars and we had a space station on the moon, we would land on the back of the moon and then take off from there. Why
You'd be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Like during some certain rotations.
Fuel ups, everything there. But if the moon is hollow, like they say it is, because they said when they left the moon and they released the
vibrations.
Yeah.
The nuke. They nuked the fucking moon.
It started ringing like a bell in space when the actual fucking back of the rocket dropped off and hit it, supposedly. But that's if space is a real thing. But, I mean, in the end, it's just, again, like the Bible, the greatest story ever told. Because they're just telling you a story.
Space is a real thing?
I mean, we don't know what could be out there if you talk about a firmament, which the Bible strongly does, and it talks about the four corners of the earth, you know? Yeah, it's talking about everything that's describing a flat earth, and it's like, there's just questions, and it's like...
The four corners, that's right, it's round, allegedly.
I mean, well, then they're like, oh, well, they didn't know back in the day, and it's like, they knew a lot more than we did back in the day. Look at the book of Genesis, everything about it, all the ancient wars and battles. It's like they're talking about angels coming from the skies. It's like if that's the case, it's aliens coming from the fucking skies, coming down to this planet and fighting. And what do? We killed one of them. Who? Jesus. Someone that was put here, if it was that, put here because they had special powers, or they might have been motherfucking Chris Angel, and he's doing a trick, and they're like, oh my God, kill him. Yeah. He's got too much power.
That's the reason why, everybody's like, oh, the government knows that there's aliens, but they don't want to tell us. Why would you tell us? If you take the Bible for what it is, right? Yeah, and we killed a god, you think that we ain't going to kill the fucking aliens when they get here? Every small little problem ends up with us bombing somebody. You don't think that... Yeah, an interstellar being coming here, we're not going to fuck them up?
The first thing we talk about is how we got to make a weapon that could destroy them. And we need more taxes so we could create this weapon. Yep. It's like we already got a bunch of weapons that you don't even want to talk about to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have the fucking giant, what is it? The titanium needle that you can drop from fucking space.
What?
Yes.
And fucking direct energy weapons shooting down like everything that we've already seen.
The rails, the energy
Where the fuck do you guys find this shit?
Have you not heard of like what was happening with the smart cities where they were painting roofs blue on buildings they didn't want to burn because they said the lasers couldn't hit the roofs that were blue because it wouldn't burn through it. Anything that got hit during these firestorms that wasn't blue burned.
Yeah.
Anything,
was it I think it was from you where I saw the forest fire, but none of the forest fucking burned.
None of the trees burned, only the houses did, because they're saying that the fucking smart systems that they linked to a lot of these houses now exploded, and they caused the house to burn down. But it's like, what are they doing? They've already said it. They said 2030 agenda. They have smart cities they're building. Where? Jamaica, Hawaii, L.A., North Carolina.
Who's building these fucking things?
Fucking probably our government or the people that are stealing taxes from us because they're going to use that money.
Why do you think they're pushing
and why are
Gavin
they building
Newsom so hard?
Why are they building these things?
Smart cities? It's not because it's a smart city. It's based on surveillance and
power,
just seeing.
Dude. It's power. Think about it. If you build a smart city, a quote-unquote smart city, it's going to be a giant ghetto. Let's think about it, right?
Yeah.
If you build a structure, if you look at... And I always go back to Judge Dredd, right? Mm-hmm. If you look at the arm of the government, right, which is going to be, you have a single officer who's going to have control, or like God-like control, right? And then the government will put everybody else in these giant towers, right, that are mega cities, right, to keep the peasants away from the people that actually run everything.
Look at every movie that shows it. Elysium,
Elysium.
where they got people in space that could get
In
the
a ring in
special.
space.
Yeah, and now Trump was talking about that recently, saying how they have these chambers that you could go lay in and they heal you, they cure you of everything, and it's like, damn, they just made a movie about that, except they did it on the Halo in space, and the only people that were allowed to go there were rich people.
Yep.
And then. You know?
In the new Alien movie, they have the same thing where you put yourself in a little pod and the pod fucking fixes you and then you're on you go.
I mean, if you have cancer
You
or
have
anything,
So you think that's something that
already exists, and elite people and rich people already use it, and it's like, if it did, how would we know about it? Because the only way you'd find out is if someone told you, and if someone told you, you'd be like Alex Jones, because you'd go out and fucking tell the world, and then the only way that it would blow up is everyone would say, "Oh,
and
he's
then
crazy. He's crazy."
Just discredit him.
So if you look at again,
So nobody believes what the fuck he's doing. Then they say, "Well, it was in a movie. How the fuck are we supposed to make this? It was a make believe thing."
Or who told you that? Who told you that? And then once they find out who told, now they know who's in their group that's
Juicy told
talking.
us.
Yeah.
Juicy told us.
you go right. So going back to Judge Dredd, you have these giant cities, right? These towers that are in these cities, right? That goes back to the 2030. You let all these immigrants in, right? These people are going to be the ones that are going to vote you into power. You know, but guess what? I'll give you a free fucking. You get a free apartment. You don't have to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
The government will take
Live
care
for
of
free.
you. You live for free.
And you're living better than you did in your country.
Mamdani, you get fucking Gavin Newsom.
This
you
fucking
get,
guy, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling
They
you,
sell
this
you
is
a
where we're going.
utopia, you know? You
Yep.
think it's going to be the next best thing, and then
You
all
get-
of a sudden you get V for Vendetta, you
Yep.
know? You're fucked.
You get fucking Prop 50 now that just passed in California, which they did the
What's that?
redistricting of California. So now the Democrats are in control of how they're going to redistrict their counties and their cities to better influence the next elections. So if you live in a house that is a registered Republican house, but your neighbor isn't, they'll cut you across the redistricting. So if you get
Holy shit.
3 points out of, for let's say, a mayor's race, right? And there's the two houses, your house is going to be negative to their campaign. They'll cut your redistricting around your fucking house so your vote doesn't count.
Holy shit.
Now you got new areas that are going to be ghettos, which are going to be the cities like New York and all these places where they're going to do this and they're going to run them down. And then once they're run down, now they're going to have to go in and fix everything.
Fix it up.
But it's like they're doing it to us on their own. They're coming in and they're single-handedly destroying these cities. And what's it going to do? It's going to cause blue voters, even people that have money that are blue voters, to leave these states and go to red states. And then they're going to not be red voters. They're going to be blue voters. And they're going to go in. And
So you think it's more to pretty much take over?
I mean, in the
Yes.
end, people with money
Because they
could
know
go,
you're going to leave.
Yes. And this whole Trump thing, like the MAGA movement or whatever, it was all a con. Being honest, right? We're gonna sit here and be honest, right? We thought he was gonna drain the swamp. That is not what happened. He made the swamp stronger, right? Not only did he make the swamp
Do you
stronger,
think he took out people that he didn't want in power to put his own people in there?
He pushed the same agenda
He
that was
pushes the
coming
same
no
agenda.
matter
But
what.
just wanted his own
he
people?
went to fucking Israel.
Palantir, war stocks, everything. Like, what went up? Fucking Lockheed Martin,
Yep.
fucking Northrop Grumman,
We're
fucking
going
everything.
into Venezuela. Palantir. There's more surveillance now than there was during Obama.
The Palantir stock went from like $23 a share. Now it's worth like $180
That's
a
why
share.
I bought
Like,
Palantir.
They're mass pumping. Same with Leidos. Like, I know people that work for companies, and sometimes it's like you hear shit and they're like, oh, we just got this massive government contract. Or they'll tell me after it already happened, like, I'm like, damn, your stock shot up like crazy. And they're like, oh, we just got like a $6 billion government contract to make this, this, and this. And it's like, damn. That, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Why do you think they're putting? I mean, if you take Palantir for what it is, right? It's a Palantir was created by the CIA, right? To offset their funds that they were getting.
Yeah.
Because if you have a government agency, right, and they're making $100 billion, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, where do we put this money so they don't ask us where's this money coming from, right? So, they get the Peter Thiels and all this stuff to make a company work for them, where they can hide that money, right? Which is what happened. Peter Thiel being a contractor for the CIA, right? They used that technology to basically find Osama bin Laden and all that. That's how it got created, right? They're basically like
CIA.
a surveillance state.
CIA, Osama bin Laden.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was just another CIA guy.
He was a CIA fucking informant.
Osama.
Yes.
What'd we do? We go in there and we take all the heroin during a heroin pandemic, and it's like, now who's in charge of the flow of heroin into the United States? America. We took control of the opium.
How did you know? How did they know everybody that was involved in January 6th? Palantir. Palantir identified everybody via their cameras.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, they identified a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, they identified them and fucking crucified them.
It took forever for them to identify those FBI
You think that's because
there was
they
200 FBI agents?
You think that's because they were
in
speaking
January
up
6th.
against the powers that be? So
No,
like,
they were.
Well,
they
this
were
is what
it's a test
happens.
run.
This is what happens if you fucking try to step up again or try to uprise.
No, because it wasn't a step up.
They
used it as a test run.
No, but they used it too to pass something about like when people are protesting, where it's like taking away our rights to be able to protest, where it's like limiting what we could get away with and what we could do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, be very careful what you do because you're gonna end up like these fucking people. Now, the majority of the citizens are gonna be like, "Fuck that! I'm not fucking protesting against these fucking people." Why? So I can end up in jail for 20 fucking years?
Yeah, but what's okay to protest now? Like no kings and shit like that. Like
all
shit
dumb
they
shit.
want you to protest.
Shit that means nothing.
Shit that means
They're
nothing.
protesting against something that doesn't even exist.
If you went in and protested against AIPAC or something, you'd never hear the end of it.
Right.
People would shit on you. You'd have other people talking shit about you because
You'd be called a racist. You'd be called everything.
Anti-Semite.
Yeah.
They would just say you know. That's the way they control the narrative, and they tell you what to hate, and they never say.
It's pretty impressive how they can control everybody's mind, like the mind of a population.
Yep.
Just manipulate everything. It's fucking pretty impressive.
Again,
you gotta say.
these liberals and the MAGA movement, it's all bullshit, dude. At the end of the day, it's America first. That's
So
what
do
it
you
has
think
to be.
it's even worth thinking of all this shit and stressing yourself out?
No.
I mean,
It's going to happen
Because
with or without
that's
you.
what I'm saying. So I might as well just fucking chill on the beach, naked, foreskin hanging out, chilling.
Yeah.
living the dream.
Because you're not going to change anything.
No.
I kind of stopped. I used to watch all the fucking Fox, all the bullshit, everybody, and then I just stopped because I was going to twitch in my eye.
But the
and I couldn't even fucking. I was like, well,
The issue
I'm not
is-
going to change anything.
The issue is, right, it might make sense now to not give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
But it will when you have these fucking illegal immigrants that they're letting cross through the border, and you're at the beach, and then you're getting fucking stabbed, or your fucking family, or a fucking little kid, or whoever, right? Because policies that are getting passed
Yeah.
allow that to happen.
Well, I can see that point of it.
We're not doing
But-
it for us. We're
No.
doing it for the future.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the thing. They're playing fucking chess. They're looking into the future. The things they're doing when you see something from 40 years ago where someone gets on and he talks about stuff that's happening today,
Yeah.
it's like they planned this 40 years ago, probably longer.
Yeah.
And they did it. And it's like, that's what it is. The long game. And it's like, we're in it and like, fuck it. I'll just worry
That's
about
what
myself
China's known
now.
for. China's known for playing the fucking 1,000-year game. How can we fuck
I
with
heard
the
about
U.S.
that.
or,
Yeah.
or any other country to outsmart them long term?
All those movies. They made the movie Salt, and it's like, imagine
Yeah.
if they didn't make the movie Salt about Russia,
Right.
and they made it with Gal Gadot, and
Yep.
it was called Salt, but instead of every time they talk about the Russians, they said the Jews.
Yep.
And it's like the same exact movie, because it's like, what'd they do? They deeply infiltrated everything we have. And there's always someone that could potentially infiltrate. They talk about China, but they don't talk about the main people that we're giving money to.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's Israel. We can't see how many nukes they have. They won't allow us to see anything. And it's like, for a small country like that we help,
Yeah.
don't you think they'd say, yeah, come in, you can do
Yeah, check it
whatever
out. This is
want
what you
here."
guys are helping us out. This is what you,
They
this is what we got.
basically said they have a
off.
fucking all-safe plan where if anything happens to
They're
Israel,
going
they
to
will
bomb
nuke the world.
Yes.
Like, everyone's
Israel
done
says
for.
that.
Yes.
Israel already
They
did
literally
say
just
it.
did.
I thought they were always like their military was like almost a superpower status. That's what I,
mean,
thought.
Not without us.
It's not superpower. They just own everybody, so they control everybody. But it's like, who, in the end, created the Israel that's there now? The Rothschild family. The Rothschild put Israel where it is right now, and that's what's protecting it. We talked about it the
And
other
people,
day.
yeah,
And the only reason that the Rothschilds got so mad is because when Germany kicked them out of Israel, they kicked the Rothschild family out because they kicked out the banking system.
Yep.
Then people in Germany instantly got wealthy. And then it talks about how, like, Germany was stealing from other countries to get rich. No, it wasn't. They just weren't charging their people to fucking taxes and shit. So it's like they were benefiting very much because they didn't have to pay the Rothschild.
All you have to think about is when it comes to history, the winners rewrite history, not the losers.
Yeah.
So whether Germany was right or wrong, it doesn't matter.
No
However,
shit.
the winners rewrote it, that's what it is. That's the reality.
We'll never know the truth, but I mean, hey, if they said Adolf Hitler died in that bunker, then how are they saying now on the History Channel that he died in fucking Argentina?
Yeah,
Like,
Argentina. So he's in a fucking.
so they basically lied to us because they didn't kill the fucking plant that was put in power because the Jews supposedly backed Adolf Hitler before he became the Adolf Hitler that nobody liked.
Why is that? What does Nazi stand for? National Socialist Party.
Oh yeah.
They really
And
did.
and this is the thing. Everybody wants to say Trump is a Nazi or whatever. Nazi is literally the far left. That is literally what it is.
Yeah.
But somehow in the U.S., it's associated with the far right.
Well,
The bigotry and the socialism comes from the left. It's in the name.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I never understood of why the left calls the right
The Nazis. And
Nazis, even though it doesn't make any sense, and then they vote for
because
somebody
they're
like
fucking-
Zoran Mamdani, who is literally
I think
a national socialist, and he said it yesterday when he got elected.
shit. The people that are calling the right Nazis are brainwashed.
Yes.
But they
So
don't even
they
know
don't
what the
really
word
matter.
means.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
there's
I'm
times
saying.
where someone will ask them, like, "Can you tell me what this word means?" Or like,
It's some
"Oh,"
dipshit with blue hair called me a fucking
Yeah.
Nazi. I has no idea.
and
Yeah.
they're just like, well, I don't know the exact definition." And it's like, or a fascist, like when you
Right.
call someone a fascist, and they're like, "Well, I don't know exactly what it means, but that's the movement I'm here for." And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
They're all
I mean,
just-
No.
a paid protester, maybe like $100
But
to
you
go
would think,
there.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like for someone to make $100 to just go stand
You
outside.
saw that
and
woman,
bitch,
right? That
yeah.
that bitch. That she's a paid protester. She was like, "Yeah, I make $100
Where
from
the
this fucking."
fuck did we? Where did I see her?
It's like who pays her? Because that's where
George
it's like
Soros.
Yep.
Another,
Eventually,
another Israel plant.
when they had the riots, they had all the fucking bricks
Yes.
laid out,
Yes.
pallets of fucking bricks.
Yep.
I mean, setting us up for like what'll happen. But then it's like, okay, you want these people to entice it all through COVID. Same thing. These people are allowed to go out and protest and riot, but we're not allowed to leave our houses. It's like, I mean,
What
this
do you-
make sense.
what's the
Protesting
reas-
is okay. Church is bad.
What's the reason to have everybody riot?
Like
Like, what the fuck's the benefit?
Because eventually it's going to be like, okay, well, look where we are now. National Guard is already being deployed into multiple cities. What's going to happen eventually if you have a military
Yeah.
takeover now? It's better than our government that runs the country because they're a fucking mess. Like, look what they're doing to us now.
So you asked, what's the point of having like people protest?
Yeah, so all the powers that be to have
Because-
them all protest.
Because it's
And
not.
riot
It's
and
not
bullshit.
about people protesting, right? It's about
Or just having them act
Group
fucking
A
nuts.
and Group B, and the media says Group A is bad, and Media
Yeah.
B says Group C is bad. Like they're it's about look at that. Do you want to accept that? And then Group A, they're saying you must protest this because you don't want to be like these people that just get run over,
So they're pretty much having
having us go
the
against
country,
each other.
yeah, so they could pretty much get
Division.
division
they
and the way they want things to be run.
Because
You have people uprising, not uprising, but you have other people using their own fucking thoughts
they
and
think they're uprising. You
They
will
don't
never
even know
think
what
about
they're
it. Do you
fighting
really
for.
think, even if the entire U.S. goes on a protest or does whatever
Yeah.
the fuck, you think the government is gonna be like, yeah, we'll lay on our belly and fucking you guys can
Fuck
do whatever?
no.
Hell no, they'll fucking start shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. If you and I are in the government, right, and we're trying to make people fight each other, right, we'll go, hey, just put out whatever, we'll have them fight each other or whatever, and then you and I behind closed doors will pass XYZ. That's it. And then whatever we want passed.
So why don't they
guess
just
what?
fucking
They're
pass their own shit
they're
anyway?
Focused on the
They're
Epstein.
trying to
they're
already.
focused on the Epstein.
Just pass it anyway without us even having a fucking riot.
They're focused on the Epstein files, but you and I are doing like the fucking shady shit.
Well, you know what, too? During COVID, when they're like, oh, if there's another pandemic disaster, the World Health Organization takes over. And supposedly all these countries signed and agreed to this happening. And Joe Biden was going to also, but then Trump supposedly did not do it. And it's like all these other countries, Canada, they all did. Well, where did the whole concept of that V for Vendetta, where it's like the pandemic never ends, so the control never ends. Then you have another country that's coming in and telling us what to do because it's not America, it's the World Health Organization. Who controls America, though? I mean, we think it's our government, but our money is not American. It's owned by the Federal Reserve, which is not an American entity. The CIA is not American. The FBI is not American.
So do you think that Trump or anybody, do you think there's anybody in government that's trying to do the right thing?
In government? No.
Yes.
Yes, anyone that is someone young that thinks they're going in to make a difference until they already become owned because they're like lobbying. They get fucking owned.
Look at Trump, how he acted on his first term versus his second term.
Look how
radically different.
Look at Obama when he walked in. He talked like he was coming in to save this fucking country. By his second term, he was just trying to.
He had the most amount of drone strikes ever. Combine any other, obviously. Even now, combined all the presidents, how many drone strikes they've done, Obama exceedingly passes.
Killed mad people, got Nobel Peace Prizes for everything he did, but they didn't talk about the wars that he was involved in or where he was dropping bombs or why he was dropping bombs in some of these poor countries. And it's like, well, we don't talk about that shit because it's bad publicity. But if our media doesn't talk about it, no one knows.
Yep.
Do you think that he gets influenced by these people? Or is it like the president? So he comes in all naive, like, oh, I'm going to fucking fix everything. Fuck this shit. I'm going to drain this off.
Take a seat. I'm going to fucking tell you how it really is.
Now, do you think that he has meetings with people and they say, no, this is how it's going to be? Correct. Or do you think it's like a Manchurian candidate shit where they kind of get fucking brainwashed? Because that's what that was. Right?
It could be a
you see what I'm saying?
I don't think that, at least not Obama, he wasn't a Manchurian candidate. I think,
but not like that. But you know what I mean? Like something like that where you somehow they get fucking brainwashed.
Best example, Ronald Reagan. What happened? Ronald Reagan came out and he was a motherfucking patriot, but he was an actor, so it's like he does what he's told. Right. But then he got shot. And then after he got shot, what do you see him with all the time? Fucking the CEO of Goldman Sachs is on stage with him like, all right, hurry up, let's go. It's like they own you. And it's like once you realize
same thing happened with Trump.
Yeah. Once you realize they own you, because it's like you have all the money in the world, but guess what? The Rothschilds own all the money in the world, so you're listening to them.
He was perfect. He was perfectly fine, right? He was, I'm gonna drain the swamp. I'm gonna do XYZ. He pulled out of the WHO. He did all this crazy shit, right? And they kind of let him they let him take the reel, right? He's fucking doing whatever, and
give hope to the people.
Yeah, give hope
to
the people.
Let them trust you,
and then. Somehow, this fucking random kid with no shooting experience shoots him in the fucking ear from 200 fucking meters away, or 400 meters away, right?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, it's all about the CEOs. Now it's all like it was a completely different fucking switch that flipped.
I don't know.
Look at when he was almost assassinated, how one company, the same company during 9/11 that sold all their shares of American Airlines right before, sold all their Donald Trump shares right before he almost got assassinated. Then when he didn't get assassinated and killed, the next day the company said that was a mistake and they didn't mean to sell those shares, and they got them all back.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking insane the way things happen. And it's like, so those people are basically saying they knew Trump was going to get assassinated, but seeing it didn't work.
CNN was just so happened to be there, being the only news company that was there.
Always.
Yeah, and that small ass, it was only like, it's supposed to be like a little fucking small town fucking thing.
So, which CNN doesn't go out to.
No, they don't go to that shit. No. Especially for Trump, they're not going to fucking go out and promote him. Then all of a sudden they were there at this moment.
His air looks amazing right now, though. Like, it didn't even get shot.
Yeah, like nothing ever happened.
Like, he needs to tell Evander Holyfield what he fucking did, because he fixed that shit, like, top tier. Like...
All right. Well, I think
Crazy.
we've exhausted our time here.
Yeah.
I wanted to go a little bit longer, but then I was like, I got to edit this shit. But there's really not that much to edit because you
Held my composure.
were a good boy.
We were
today.
on our best behavior.
Yeah.
You guys were very good. I was like, these motherfuckers are going to say some fucked up now. It was very good. I had a good time.
No, there's a couple things we didn't talk about, so hopefully I
write
get to
it
come
down.
back.
You're definitely
we
coming
will.
back.
No, the next thing we got to talk about is the book about Baron Trump,
Yes.
written in the 1800s,
Yes.
that talks about Baron Trump and his mentor, Don.
Write it down right now.
Yep.
Write it down. Here's a pen, and I'm going to put it right where you're sitting. All right, everybody. Well, Steve, thank you for coming.
That was fun.
And Juicy.
Oh, yeah.
And I just sat here and listened to you motherfuckers and tried to say dumb shit. I told you that was going to happen.
I know.
I learned a lot today. All right, motherfuckers, we're out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.